Happy New Year, which we're gonna bring in by ranking our favourite and possibly not favourite detectives. That's great. That's great to hear. Good to have the optimism of the plebs. Yeah, is Evie watching? Yeah, you're here just in time for the and you're just in time for. I think let's bring out the Luke Plem hype video. I'm optimistic people will be here. Evie's turned away. Oh, that is a real blow to my confidence. Oh, sorry. I no, I know. I'm talking to the stream. I just forgot I was muted for you. But you are most of the people in the stream. Right, okay, let's start the stream and then I'll unmute you as well.
Said I'm Luke, I'm 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round.
Here we go. Hi everyone. We're here. Yeah, you will be audible in a minute. I need to reveal myself. Always a nervous moment because the camera just stops working sometimes. There we go. Excellent. And now let's see if I've got some guests somewhere. It is me, yeah. Right, you should be audible now and possibly visible.
Maybe.
Hello?
Maybe. Hello?
Oh, there I am.
There we go. There's some. Okay.
I should have changed my Fujitech to be an intellectual Kirby.
Yeah, like a thinking Kirby. That would have been.
That's a thinking man's Kirby.
Kirby with a gun can still solve a crime.
If I
That
was
is true.
pushed, I would always describe you as the thinking man's Kirby.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Yeah, that's a good point. I am still a detective. I'm just more of like a hard-boiled,
Yeah,
Dirty
exactly.
Yeah.
Harry kind of
A
detective.
noir detective.
Also, Luke, I
Yeah.
don't know what you've got. I'm just gonna track you down a minute.
That's okay.
Oh, you should be
Do I-
visible.
Do I sound okay? I'm on different headphones today.
Oh no! Oh, that's wrong. That's
You sound fine to me.
Okay.
Okay. What's happened here? Oh dear. What have I done? What have I done? That should work. Right. Okay. No. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Child Detective Flab. You've got lost in the shuffle.
That's okay.
Oh, I know what's happened, and it's fine. It's very fixable. It's very fixable, and it should be fixed now. In fact.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there I am.
There you go. There you are.
That's not the plan.
Sorry. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why it didn't work. Oh yeah. At the last minute, I thought Kirby's going to want a frame as well. But it's not like Kirby is it?
You've bisected me.
I have bisected you. Yeah. Tell you what. Let's say hello everyone. This stream is tentatively called Decktectives, or Detectives Top Trumps. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rank all the detectives and ultimately make them into a pack of hopefully playable top trumps. Over a period of time. Let's go to the other scene and let's get things to work. So that's so nearly right. Let's pop Kirby in the frame. You're slightly jutting out, but that's fine.
Avant-garde.
Yeah, that's good.
It's okay if the gun's just ready to shoot, right?
You can't put Kirby in a box. That's what I've just said. Let's move the chat over here. They can come down here. There we go. Right, we're all ready. We're all ready to rank every detective.
Woohoo!
Okay.
I have to ask, have you two predetermined what are the categories we're going to...
A good question.
Because obviously it's assigned to all these detectives.
A good question. Here we are. Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
We talked about this earlier. We are, of course, the detective ranking panel. Yeah, we will be ranking them in the following categories: age, genius, morality, sidekick, style, and wit. Those are the categories.
Very good.
Those are the categories. I think we did actually. I'll tell you what, Dr. Spam, we never quite decided this, did we? Age, I think we sort of decided might be the time since they were created, since their first detection, rather than their canonical age, which I think would be incredibly messy.
Yeah. So I think their first appearance is like if they were on TV or in a comic book or in a book, then the first appearance is like the day they were born.
Yeah, I think that's
their
fair.
birthday.
Hello,
do you not want to change age to first appearance then?
There you go. See, that is what that's why you're on the panel.
That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here. Gomelon, do you know what? That was an early prototype that Dr. Plem correctly and instantly vetoed.
I'm
Well,
curious.
I just think it's hard to rank.
I'm curious about the sidekick category. Is this because obviously normally top trumps have number values?
Yeah.
So is the sidekick a number?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
how good is the sidekick?
How good is the sidekick? Right.
So,
okay.
For example, Professor Layton will have a very high sidekick value.
Yes.
True.
Barnaby from Midsummer Murders, virtually nothing, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Uh,
I couldn't even name the sidekicks in Midsummer Murders.
no,
I
I
could.
mean, they're yeah. Do you know what? I couldn't. I would call them all Troy, but I did make an only connect question. That was the sidekicks in
Nice.
Midsummer Murders, which is the only reason I know them.
The Godwin has said they couldn't graduate because of Midsummer Murders. Can we dig into
Yeah,
that?
I would love to hear more about that. The Gongwei. Are my guests are the panel all audible as well? Is everyone coming through? Is everything good?
Josie Hypatia did say it sounds like I'm coming from a conflict zone. I've tried to I tried to adjust my settings a bit, so hopefully I sound a bit better. I would normally use my phone and use plug-in headphones, but I can't find those corded headphones anywhere, so I'm using a Bluetooth set at the moment.
That's okay. No, I think you're clear. I think you're clear. I think it's fine. Oh, hey, did we see? No, we haven't yet got any more information from Max. Oh, here we are. I took season 6 out on DVD as it was such a good show and never returned it, and they demanded a £30 late fee, which I didn't have. So it was the library, the university library, find you.
That's bonkers because that threat is levied at every single university student, and I did not realise that they made good on that.
Yeah, do you know what? I shouldn't say this, but I used to work attached to a university library. I was technically a library employee, even though I was teaching, which is bullshit. And they came to the conclusion in the end that was potentially not legally enforceable.
Yeah.
So they ended up dropping. Most universities now, I think, are going down the process of dropping fines completely, but basically they can't really do it. If you push them on it, they probably have to let you graduate. But that is no solace to Max now, and I'm sorry that Barnaby did that to you. Which one is Series 6? Is that a John Nettles series?
Yes.
Thank you.
I think it's maybe the Dan Scott series, which is a good series, to be fair.
Do you know what? It's annoyed me. I know what you mean.
Yeah, thank you. I like that series because it's kind of folk horror-y.
Dan Scott plays the sidekick.
He's a good sidekick.
When I was home, I was recovering from a very glamorous and cool injury, and one of the days I went through the cupboards in my family home of our various sorts of DVDs and VHSs that we had just to organise them because I was bored. And there was one lone Midsummer Murders DVD, and I wish I could remember which series it belonged to, but it was a single episode. So
That's
clearly
a lot
one
to
that
put onto one DVD.
it was clearly what my mum was like, this is it. This is the best episode of Midsummer Murders. This is the one I want a copy of.
Do you know there's one episode of Midsummer Murders where they edited it in a weird way and they never actually revealed who did one of the murders?
Oh, I like that's brilliant.
And it was just a mistake. Like they edited out the explanation. Yeah. Right. I'll tell you how we're going to do this. If people are desperate for a particular detective to make it into the deck, they can make a small donation, and we'll do them next. We'll prioritize them. Me and Dr. Plum talked about this. The only caveat is they have to be able to prove in a way that convinces not just me, but also the less gullible members of the panel that person is a detective.
Good luck. We're very discerning, especially Dr. Plum.
Yeah, exactly. And also the other rule is that to stop this from getting overly tedious, I'm going to bring in the countdown clock, and once we start a detective, I'll set the timer to 10 minutes, and then when it hits the 10 minutes, we just have to come to a decision, rather than, because otherwise we're going to drag on for hours, aren't we, talking about how witty Poirot is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if we can't decide, we will just take an average of our scores, and that will be the value.
I do have one more question before we begin.
Yes.
I'm thinking specifically, I guess, Christie detectives, Poirot, Marple, when they've been portrayed by multiple actors.
Yes, we talked about this. Yes.
What's the plan?
Yeah, well,
Is it
I think we did talk about this a bit. I mean, I think we can take it on a case by case basis, but I think
Mhm.
it's perfectly reasonable that different portrayals could have their own card. So,
okay?
because I think some of them, I reckon it can just be an amalgamation because it's going to be a rough score anyway. But if
Yeah.
we think they're different enough, for example, Kenneth Branagh and David Suchet's Poirot, who I think are quite different characters, they can both have their
Mm.
own card.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
I think that's
Yeah.
fine. Right. If nobody is desperate enough to force us to do a detective, we can just take one from our pre-prepared list, Dr. Plum. If you
Yes.
would you like to pick who would you like the first detective to be for ranking?
I think we should do David Suchet's Poirot
Okay.
first, because I think he's like a classic
Yeah.
detective.
Yeah, I think this is good.
Yeah.
Right. Let me
It's a good baseline.
yeah. Great.
He is a good platonic ideal of a fictional detective.
He is. Right, I'll pop that in the bar. Okay. Now Poirot's one I feel like we know enough about that we can do it without too much investigation.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to say, it would be good if we can write like one sentence about the person. We could even make ChatGPT write
Yeah,
it for us.
do you know what I've got? Oh, actually, I don't have ChatGPT. Oh, I did.
Okay.
I
There's
did.
just a hole in my top trump card template to put a fun fact.
I did. Oh yeah. Sorry. So yeah, I haven't fully explained this. So what we'll mainly do is fill the spreadsheet out with the values out of 10 for each category, and then Dr. Plem will put this into a template to make it into an actual card.
Brilliant.
Big stuff.
Right. Okay. Let's get ChatGPT on side. No. Okay. Oh, I never like that people can see. People can see my previous ChatGPT.
We can't actually because it's covered up by.
Could have left that.
All we can see is ants and their annoyance. Oh no, there it is.
Ants and their annoyance is just an ongoing one I've had going for ages. Okay, I am making a top trumps deck of famous detectives. Can you help? Oh, they're happy to give us a full deck.
Oh, hang on.
Except this is bullshit.
Whoa.
Instant bullshit here. The categories are different for each card.
That's
people-
bullshit. You
When
can't
people
play.
were talking about AI taking our jobs, this is what they meant.
Yeah, but we can't give Poirot scores 90 for European detective.
Detective, what?
And 85 for Little Grey Cells. Sherlock's got the 70 for disguise ability, but they have to be the same categories, right?
Yeah, this is not a playable top trump.
Funny
deck.
that the 8 they've picked are Sherlock, Hercule Poirot, Miss Marple, Philip Marlowe, Nancy Drew, Sam Spade, Jessica Fletcher, brackets Murder She Wrote, as if we need that, and Monk from Monk. No, then it's Monk, brackets Adrian Monk, which is the wrong way round.
Oh.
Would it not like? Could you just not ask it? Can you give me a fun fact about David
Yeah,
Suchet?
that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, call your jets. Can I just have a brief sentence for the card summarizing David Suchet's Poirot? Okay, are we happy with this? David Suchet's Poirot is the epitome of meticulous Belgian detective brilliance, renowned for his keen attention to detail and iconic mustache.
Yeah.
That sounds
I'm happy
good.
with that.
I'm happy with
That
that.
was pretty alright.
Right, let's do it. Oh, also, let's start the timer.
Oh yeah.
Where is the timer? Oh, it's here. I just literally have just copied it in from the other. Let's put that up there. Right, when there's a new year, it'll be New Year, New Detective.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to pop that in the notes section. Okay, let's. I suppose I can ask. When was put? No, if we say David Suchet's Poirot, are we looking? Well, first,
We could just look that up. When was the first episode of David Suchet's Poirot? I
Yeah.
don't trust ChatGPT
no,
to tell me
I
the
don't.
right answer.
I was going to see if it would give me a funny wrong answer, but actually, it's easier just to look this up myself, isn't it?
Yeah. Come on, it's not very sleuthy of us just to ask the big machine to tell us when things are or what happened.
It's not what Poirot would do, is it?
It's not what Poirot would do.
His middle name's Courtney, Sir David Courtney Suchet.
Yeah.
Okay, David Suchet's Poirot. The 8th of January 1989.
Yeah, that seems
Bloody
correct.
hell, that ran for a long time.
Yeah, no, I was thinking early or mid 90s.
Yeah.
Does Miss Marple know about all villages or just one? Oh, was her category? Look, we'll come back to. So yeah, village knowledge 95. So it's not clear. It's not clear, Max. Please don't ask ChatGPT for facts. It is quite funny though. Right. Okay. So 1989. So
Yeah, so it's 8/1/1989.
Yep.
Easy.
There we go. 1989. Okay. Oh, people probably want to see this instead of the.
Yeah, show us that spreadsheet.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh no, I did have it the wrong way around. Oh, fine. Got too clever with my layers. Okay. So we've got genius, morality, sidekick, style, and wit to fill in.
Okay, sidekick. It has to be low. I'm not going to say 0 because I don't know the individual stories well enough to know that he ever has one.
He's got Hastings.
Yeah, he's got. I'd say
sometimes.
he's got 2. Well, I'd say you could plausibly say that Inspector Japp is also a sidekick.
Yeah, and I like Inspector Japp.
Yeah, but he is this kind of slightly stereotypical.
Oh yeah, he's always talking about the wife.
Yeah, kind of bumbling policeman, sort of.
Yeah,
of course.
Which would be the same as like Sherlock. You know, it's the same as whatever his name is, Lestrange.
Yeah, Lestrade. Yeah,
Lestrade. Yeah,
and I think.
And Hastings is an idiot.
Well, yeah, he is an idiot, and he's always falling in love with the murderer.
Yeah,
which is really that's inconvenient.
The first few series.
So where do we want to put him?
I would give him like a 4.
It's
fine.
Yeah,
he's got a sidekick.
He does have he has a consistent sidekick who's sort of loyal.
But they're not helpful.
No, they are literally the archetype kind of like wall to bounce the ball off, aren't they? Like it's because otherwise the dialogue doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It has to.
Yeah, because I think in layman's terms they might not think of, it's not Watson and Holmes. It's probably just Poirot on his own with possibly a sidekick. So I think a 4 sounds fair to me.
I'd say a 4 is almost generous. I'm happy with a 4. Now he's a stylish guy, Poirot, isn't he? Got a very distinct look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's meticulous.
Also takes care of himself, invested in self-care.
He does, yeah. He is a bastion of self-care.
It's obviously a classic.
It's not
too much.
It's got to be high, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think, an 8, possibly a 9.
I'd say,
are we going to get much more stylish?
Well, that's what I was thinking, because who's more stylish than Poirot?
I would be happy with a 9 here.
It's almost in 10 territory.
Artafke's here, who has been watching a lot of early Poirot episodes. Artafke, we're just making top trumps cards for all the detectives. And we're making one for Poirot. What do you think out of 10 he should get for style, genius, morality, sidekick, and wit?
Those are the questions.
Great. I think let's put a 9 in here for now, and we'll
Yeah,
see
I'm
if
happy
we
to have a
have
9, yeah.
a strong opinion.
Now, with wit, we're talking about, we're basically talking about whether they're funny, aren't we?
Yeah,
Because it's
I'm
not,
talking
because
about.
genius is being clever.
Yeah, I like it when a detective makes a quip when
Yeah.
they do the arrest,
Me too.
and I don't think Poirot does that very often.
Poirot's not a witty guy, right? Poirot is Poirot doesn't like it when Hastings does a joke.
Yeah.
He's all business.
Yeah, and sometimes he makes a joke, but it's funny for us, the viewer, because nobody around him gets the joke.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's sort of he's sort of a funny character, but he's the butt of the joke, isn't he? It's that he's uptight. That's what's
Yeah.
funny in a Poirot episode. So I'm going to put a little bit of thinking music on in the background.
No, that's good.
I do want everyone to make sure that everybody notices that when Pete clicked on his search bar on YouTube, McMaster was the first thing that autofilled.
Oh no, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
He looked it up
right.
recently.
Do you know why it was? It's because Harry was watching. I looked something up for
Yeah.
Harry this morning.
Oh, Harry's stream this morning was truly awful. But Wit. So what do you? I defer to your judgment on this one. I'm not quite sure where I would place him.
Yeah,
reckon
I
it's-
think maybe like a 3. I don't think it's
gotta
great.
He's got to be low. I did know Agatha Christie hated him. Yeah.
And maybe Artafke's gonna talk us up to a higher sidekick rating.
Well,
Thing
yeah,
is,
because
I think-
we've had this conversation. Artafke likes Hastings for their own reasons.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's not his
Fair enough.
quality as a.
And also, I guess maybe half the episodes Hastings just isn't in. So maybe
That's
4
true,
is
yeah.
correct.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'd say, Josie. He's not a 0 for wit, but he's not a joke machine, is he?
No,
He's no
he's no what's his face from Spike.
Artafke has reminded me about Miss
Yeah.
Lemon.
Oh, and Miss Lemon is a competent sidekick as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
Miss-
we can
Miss-
take it up to a 5.
Miss Lemon's good, all right. Because he has got particularly David Suchet's Poirot in that series. There is this axis of regular sidekicks that really do add to the episodes, I think. So I'm
Yeah,
happy with that.
Yeah.
Because I rewatch those films so regularly. Like, to me, Poirot is Peter Ustinov, who is psychicless in those
Yeah,
3
I
films.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, Genius. It's got to be up there.
Yeah, the little grey cells.
It's
They're
close
working
enough,
very
aren't they?
hard.
Oh, the music's too loud. Artafke
he-
said he's not moral.
Well, no, he is. He would let like a jewel thief get away if he thought she'd robbed the jewel from someone who deserved that he personally thought deserved
Now, I must
to be
admit,
robbed.
part of my thinking behind the morality score was also sort of thinking about how much of a cop they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does work with the
He
cops.
works
but I
with
don't
the
think
cops,
he's
but
like.
he's not himself a cop. Is he? If you think about some of the other people we're going to have coming up, who are literally actively
Who are cops.
literally cops. They're
Yeah,
going to
I
have a
think-
low morality, aren't they?
I think possibly Poirot leans into more what is just than possibly
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
is legal.
Because there's a real grey area, I think, of morality of these detectives that they don't like. What's he even doing there? He's just like nosing into. He's a wealthy man who's just gone to dinner and someone's died, and now he's
Yeah.
poking in their bedroom.
I wish that were my life, honestly.
Yeah,
Okay, I think we can give him maybe like a 7. I
In
don't
Genius?
I was going to say a morality.
Oh yeah, 7 in morality. I mean, we can always go back and adjust it. I
yeah,
guess.
Yeah.
we can go back and
I
do
feel
stuff.
like I don't
feels-
disagree with his decisions, but sometimes I'm annoyed.
It feels a little high, but he's not a full-on cop, I'd say, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah. Thank you, Josie. That is what we can do.
Yeah.
Not
And what about
so
Genius?
inclusion. He's clever, isn't he? He's got little
Yeah.
skills. Oh,
Is he like an 8, a 9?
oh, it's New Year time.
I think he's a 9.
Okay.
And we can pull him down.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a 9 in genius. Yeah, fair enough. And that's it. It's Happy New Year.
Woohoo.
And we've just had a donation come in, so we don't even need to think about who we're having next.
It's Adam West's Batman.
It's Adam West's Batman. Thank you, Brad Sensor.
Now, it is worth keeping in mind that within the DC universe, Batman is known as the world's greatest detective.
Yeah.
This is very funny because Batman was already next on the list.
Don't say
I hope-
don't say that.
No.
To be fair, it wouldn't have specifically been.
If I did this with Batman, it could
Yeah.
be
It wouldn't have been
Yeah.
specifically Adam West Batman. It's sure.
No, it wouldn't.
It would have been an
It
amalgamation of
definitely
all
wouldn't have
Batsmen. Of all
Yeah.
Batsmen. Can I have a one-sentence summary of Adam West's Batman?
Sidekick 10.
10.
Yeah.
For Robin?
No, well,
What, for
is Robin ever actually helpful?
but
He is
what's-
helpful, and it is worth keeping in mind that I can't remember the name of the actor who played Robin. I want to say it's
It's
Bart something.
Burt Ward, I think.
Burt Ward. Burt Ward and Adam West, I believe, also both have relatively hedonistic lifestyles, though. Partners in crime, so to speak,
Everyone's
behind
so
the
good.
camera, which I think is worth considering.
Okay, Adam West's Batman is a campy and iconic portrayal of the Caped Crusader, known for its colourful, light-hearted, and often humorous take on the Dark Knight. I think that's fair enough. Right, let's restart the timer. Okay, we're off. Okay, let's find out. When the first appearance was. It's Hey Diddle. It's Hi Diddle Riddle. The 12th of January 1966.
Wow.
Where's my right? 1966. He's an integral part of Batman's moral compass. Yeah, fair enough.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, fine. I'm happy to. Right, Dr. Plum, what are your views on Sidekick?
He can't get a 10 because he's a child. I'm willing to give him an 8 because he's fun and he can fetch things, but he can't drive a car.
I guarantee. Yeah, you know what? I could go with an 8. I think if we're talking specifically about Adam West Batman, I could live with an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a bike, right?
That's not as helpful as
That's
being
worse.
Yeah.
They live in America. He's not one of the kids in Stranger Things, just
Yeah.
zooming around.
I
Also,
mean,
do
Robin is a gymnast, but I don't know
Yeah.
if we see that much in the
I
show.
think
An acrobat, sorry, not a gymnast.
he's only in his pants. Like I'm not willing to go higher than an
We
8.
also have to
Okay,
incorporate
that's
in Sidekick. That also would include Commissioner Gordon, Chief O'Hara, the kind of bad accent Irish cop,
Oh.
God, yeah.
Batgirl,
Yeah, Batgirl's
who's
pretty
in
good.
the 60s ones.
That girl is pretty good.
But I think they cancel each other out because Chief O'Hara is an idiot
Yeah.
and possibly not a
Yeah.
great portrayal of an Irish character.
Thank you.
Right, Josie has given us some helpful context. Also, Burt Ward was 21 in 1966. Robin could drink, drive, and fuck.
Hopefully
is it
not all at the same
Pants. He's not as
Yeah, and we don't know if he was playing 21 in the show.
no, that's
No.
true.
Conventionally, Robin is a teenager.
Yeah, I've seen Robin get kidnapped in that TV show
Old.
too many times.
Yeah.
How old was the
I
cat,
think-
Robin?
So, while while overall the style of the series, I would say you've got iconic villain costumes,
Yeah.
but the Batman suit itself,
Yes.
apart from the drawn-on eyebrows, which I love,
Yeah,
I would not rank especially highly.
it's it's a bit saggy, isn't it?
In the
Yeah.
60s Batman TV series, Burt Ward played the character Robin, who was depicted as a teenager. His age was not
Yeah, there you go.
explicitly mentioned in the series, but the character was generally portrayed as a young adult or late teenager.
Mm.
Hello, Dibbert. We're ranking every detective.
So I would
We're
possibly
also
say
ranking D, D, and F, but it's not important why.
style. Yeah, that is a good point. Josie has suggested that it is graphic design is my passion.
Yeah, that is a.
Does that include? Are we including that in style?
I think it's all part of the. I think so.
Yeah.
I would say maybe a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with the 6.
I think wit. Listen, if anybody can sell the line someday,
Yeah.
you can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think he's high on wit.
It's and he is always delivering a quip as well. He's very good at. I know he's obviously got good material, and that he's dealing with like Calendar Man, which is maybe easier to pun about than just like another man in the 20s who's done something bad because he hated his father. But like, I think his quips are always great. So a 9 or 10 here, I would be happy
Okay.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's good. He's a funny guy.
he's damn good.
Yeah. I'm happy to give him a 9, possibly up to a 10. Yeah.
And yes, the
repellent,
sharp repellent
that's
of
where-
factor. I think that's possibly genius.
It's also a
It is
witty,
also-
but it's a witty show as well, isn't it? Which I think deserves something.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Now, genius is an interesting one because how much of the genius can you attribute to Batman himself, and how much does he just have stuff?
He really pulls some stuff out of nowhere.
But
Sometimes-
why does he's got a plan to have the stuff with him?
Yeah, which I think is definitely part of genius. It's intellectually to
Yeah.
know that you always need a contingency, to know what contingency to prepare for.
Yeah.
That
And
requires
as Josie points out, Batman presumably did invent his Bat computer.
absolutely.
Yeah, and how was he to know that he was going to get in a surf off with the Joker? But he was prepared for the surf off with the Joker.
However, he also didn't know how to get rid of it. Well, that's not true. He did know how to get rid of a bomb.
It's just there were
It was
ducks.
just the environment.
Yeah. But I don't necessarily think if you asked Batman to solve the crimes that David Suchet's Poirot solved, I don't necessarily think he could, but I do think Poirot could solve most of the crimes that Adam West Batman does.
Yeah, probably.
I
So
think that
maybe
probably
it's
is
like
true.
a 6 or 7. Yeah.
I think it's either a 6 or 7, not 67. You have to factor in that a lot of Batman's expertise is tied to his financial status. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jason. I reckon a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you get final call, Pete. So
What about morality? Because he works with the cops. He's often motivated by vengeance. But
he would never do a murder.
particularly,
he would never do a kill.
also Adam West's Batman is, I would say, more moral than some of the grittier
Yeah.
portrayals.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think he is.
So he's high
Moral-
moral, I think.
Yeah, he's not very vengeance motivated, and he's always just doing jobs for the cops.
Yeah. And it's I think the morality is quite high, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's high. Maybe a 9?
he's more moral than Poirot, is what we're saying.
Yeah,
A
I'm
9.
saying a 9.
Yeah, for
Well,
Adam West
because-
Batman, yeah, I think that's probably true.
Yeah, he's very moral, unless it's Catwoman, in which case he's not so moral. And that's
Yeah.
fine.
And that's fine. We all got to get our kicks somewhere.
Yeah.
Does Adam West even have the subplot of his dead parents?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it's
I've not
canon.
seen lots of the 66 show, but I've seen bits of it.
That is a good point, Josie. Yeah, although he does work with the police, he is constantly deceiving them for reasons that aren't immediately clear,
Hmm.
and I think that's good.
Yeah, I think a 9 is correct.
I think a 9's good. Right, that's Batman. That's Adam West Batman done.
Lovely.
Send it off to the
On to the next
printer.
one.
Okay. So I don't think anything else is coming. So I think. Do you want to pick another one from the list, Dr. Glenn?
Yes. Oh, next on the list is Columbo, which is good. We should get Columbo out of the way before anyone bothers donating for Columbo, because of course, we've got to discuss Columbo.
Columbo, style 3.
Well, right. Let's start the clock. He certainly has an iconic style, doesn't he? But it's
He does have an
actually
iconic
scruffy.
style. He has an iconic style, but it's the style of a paper McDonald's bag that's been left in the car for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And I love him.
Yeah, I think a 3 is fair. You know, it's acknowledging that he's not just wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But it's not.
I've made a mistake, but it is funny. I wrote by mistake, can I have a one-word summary of Columbo? And the word it picked.
Might be quite low.
The word it's picked
maybe a 4.
is rumpled.
Rumpled.
Yeah.
Rumpled is not wrong. And interestingly, rumpled is how Dr. Plem has previously described their cat, Evie.
Yeah.
She is rumpled.
Got a Columbo-esque cat. Columbo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you told me Evie smoked a cigar, I would believe you.
Columbo,
I would believe that.
portrayed by Peter Falk, is a dishevelled but brilliant detective known for his unassuming demeanour, persistent questioning, and the iconic catchphrase, "One more thing."
Yeah.
I think that's
Yep.
fair.
That is the iconic catchphrase.
Yeah. Right.
He's also a wife guy, which I think should count as part of his morality score.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and he is an actual cop.
Are we going
He is.
Are we going for just the first episode of Columbo as the first appearance?
Yeah, that's what I would. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murder by the Book. No, is that right? Hang on, there's giving me 2 dates for this. Let me sort of say it. Murder by the Book, 1971. Oh, hang on, what's this? This is wrong. This is weird.
I would say catchphrase comes under wit, not style. Artaki.
Oh, there's a
Josie
pilot.
Yeah, but Josie says the first few TV Columbos are not
right.
false.
I think we're going from the
not
canonical. I think
interested.
we're going from the series. The series is canon, not the.
Yeah.
I think the pilots.
Oh, so are we not? So I mean, like, do we want to do like Columbo parenthesis Peter Falk?
Yeah, I'll put
that's-
Peter Falk
yeah,
on the
Yeah.
card.
That's good. So that's 1971.
I did not know that. I did not know that there have been other actors who have.
Yeah, I think there was like some. Well, they're all like TV films, and there were a couple before that. Yeah, a teleplay. Brad Santa turns out knows quite a lot about Columbo, but weirdly, no interest in the streams that I've been doing with Columbo. Brad Santa nowhere to be
So
seen.
strange.
Brad Santa nowhere to be. He's always busy or something. I don't know.
Okay, genius. Genius has to be high. His deductive reasoning.
Yeah, no, he's
the fact
very
that
good.
that he knows how to talk to people. I know that's also wit, but
I think it is ingenious though, because it's genius
No,
to.
he knows exactly what to say to people to get what he wants, doesn't he? Yeah.
And it is clever to pretend to be not
yeah,
very clever.
absolutely.
Yeah, I know, Brad Santa.
To obfuscate one's intelligence.
I reckon it's got to be high. It's got to be right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he more the same as or less of a genius than Poirot?
I would say at least equal, because the genius of Columbo is that that a crime would have been perfectly obscured, but he keeps going over the evidence and then finds another way to look at it that breaks it open.
And he does make these small connections that other people would have missed.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think he's at least a 9, if not the full 10.
Is he our first 10 of the night?
Could be.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, I'm happy to do
Okay.
it. Now, sidekick, he doesn't have one.
Psychic.
Well, what about the dog?
Is the dog a sidekick?
I think the dog is good enough to give him a 1 and not a 0.
Because
Give him a 1.
Because he doesn't even use, like, the other police sort of do things for him, but then he tends to ignore it and do his own investigation, doesn't he? I'm happy to give him a 1.
I mean, the thing is, I would have said a 0, but I'm happy to go with a 1.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about the dog.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about the
A
dog.
1 for the dog is.
And the dog is just called Dog as well, which is good.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Okay, so what have we got left? We've got morality, style, and wit.
I think style it's a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, you can't give him
Yeah.
his style.
Because his style is iconic,
Yeah,
but he is a mess.
but for the reasons of that he looks like shit.
Yeah,
I guess
he
the
looks
thing is,
like he sleeps in a bin.
yeah,
God bless
but
him.
I could wear a Columbo costume to Halloween and people would know who I was.
Yeah, no, he does have he has a very, because you're right, the people that I think would have the lowest style are just like suit detectives, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Who not only do they not look that smart, but like you couldn't dress up as them.
Yeah.
You'd go, who's that?
So I think a 4.
Wedding usher.
It's
a 4. I
3
think
for the
4 is good.
outfit
Yeah.
and 1 for always wearing the outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, morality, you have to bear in mind that he is literally a cop. And he is also morally dubious, right? He'll ignore people that have committed other crimes.
Yeah.
He constantly lies. His whole thing is that he lies.
So that means it's quite low, right?
Yeah, I think he's low morality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also yeah. What do we think number-wise? He is a bank copper, as Josie I think.
Yeah, exactly. He's a bank copper. And also, you never get a real sense that he particularly cares about the victims.
No.
He's doing it because it's his job, and he likes the puzzle. He likes sort of. I suppose the only thing I'd say is redeeming from immorality is he's almost always going after kind of awful rich men.
Yeah,
Who
that's
think
what I was
they're
going to say.
above the law, don't they?
Often the rich guy, the victim even, is also just a rich guy.
The morality is complicated for Columbo. So
I
actually,
think
let's
it's
go back
maybe.
to it. Let's do his wit.
Well, no, let's
Okay,
get something
let's do his
sorted.
morality.
I think it's maybe a 3.
Yeah, 3.
Is he more stylish than he is moral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, just from a top judgment, because we've given him a 10 in Genius, I think it's fair to lowball him in the other ones.
Yeah.
It's
I
funny
mean, wit's gonna be high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's a
going to
witty
be
guy,
high.
right?
The chemistry between him and that escort in the episode that we
Yeah.
just all happened to have watched recently was sizzling.
It was good. He was good at that.
He's so funny.
That's good. I want to watch
And
some
again,
more
like,
Columbo.
he knows exactly how to word his questions, he knows how to get under people's skin.
He's high wit. He's at least like a 7, an 8, something like that, maybe even higher.
I think it's maybe an 8.
Yeah.
It's a dry wit.
Yeah.
It's a dry wit, so it's great with some vermouth and gin.
Right, there we go. We happy with that? 10 Genius, 3 morality, 1 for sidekick, 4 for style, and 8 for wit.
Crushed it.
Yeah,
Good score.
that seems good.
Right, opening time. Should we do one more then have a break?
That sounds
Sure.
good to me.
Perfect. Do you want to pick another from the list, Dr. Plum?
Yeah, I think we should do Benoit Blanc next.
Okay.
Yes! My man!
As portrayed by Daniel Craig.
My boy
Yes.
Benny.
Yeah, King Benny.
Okay, sounds good. Right, let's reset the clock. Okay, I will get a one-word summary. No, not a one-word. No, let's get. Yeah, okay. Can I have a one-word summary?
I think, what's the insult that, in the first, Ransom calls him something like KFC PD or something, which is so funny.
Yeah, you're right, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Pete, I added a column to the spreadsheet for your one word because I think that is funny to put on here as well.
It's a bit, you know how like every Pokemon has the X-Pokemon?
Yeah.
There's like the Rumple Detective, the Mustache Detective.
It's
Yeah,
sleuth.
that's good. Sleuth.
Sleuth.
Can they give us a better one?
Yeah, hang on, I'll ask.
Well, can you ask them to give us one that wouldn't apply to any other detective?
Can I have
A more unique one.
a better word, please?
I think possibly melodramatic.
What, not detective?
No,
Oh, boo.
a more unique one. Please.
Is more unique to him.
Yeah.
I'm going to look up what the insult is.
Enigmatic.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I think that's the best we're going to get, to be honest.
I could take enigmatic.
It's better than sleuth.
Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry. The line is, what is this? CSI KFC.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm happy to put CSI KFC in as the 2-word description.
That's good, yeah.
I know.
It could be hyphenated.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, there's a colon, so...
We've all got a
Oh,
colon.
yeah.
Crime Scene Investigation colon KFC.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, Benoit Blanc, portrayed by Daniel Craig in Knives Out, is a brilliant and enigmatic private detective with a distinctive southern drawl, who skillfully unravels complex murder mysteries with his astute observations and wit. I think that's fine. I think that's good.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, I will get a 1 word for Batman and Poirot.
Yeah, but can you make sure to specify that it's Adam West's Batman?
Yeah.
Well, I think Poirot is mustache, unless there are multiple Poirots on here.
I'm sorry to say that Kenneth Branagh's Poirot is also on the list, and he's more moustache, if anything.
Well, his word is PTSD. Mustache is plural. PTSD.
Elegant for Poirot.
Yeah, okay.
Elegant work.
That's a
Belgian.
nice word.
Belgian. And JC Hypatia has astutely observed that Batman 66 should be camp.
Yeah.
You probably should. We'll see what it comes up with. Oh, Campy.
Yeah, okay.
Same difference.
Yep, well done. Right, there we go. We're in. Okay, first appearance. I guess that's going to be the Knives Out film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, which was 2019.
I will check, but I trust you. It is 2019. It's our newest detective. Okay,
It was one of the last films I saw in the cinema before lockdown.
that is how it should be written, Bread Center, you're right. I'll make the correction. There we go. Right, okay. Genius, morality, psychic, style, and wit.
So in both, I think style's going to be high,
Yeah.
wit's going to be high. In both films, he has a sidekick, and they are both integral to the mystery being solved.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Benoit's going to be one of those cards where you get it in top trumps and you're like, this is good. I'm glad I've got Benoit. He's come up. He's a big hitter. I'm about to win a big hand.
Also, that's an
Absolutely.
important caveat is I don't care at all if it meets. I don't care about, like, I'm sure when they make top trumps they balance the cards in a certain way. I don't care if someone's 10 across the board, they're 10 across the board. That's fine.
Do you know
with me.
in the best top trumps deck I had as a kid, the dinosaurs top trumps, you know, that had like some small herbivores and also like T-Rex. And obviously, like T-Rex or like Gigantosaurus,
Ed
just
Fiasco,
smashed it every time.
has described it as the Dodge Viper of the deck.
Yeah, sometimes somebody's really good, and Benoit Blanc is really good.
Yeah.
He is damn good.
Okay, I'm happy.
Okay.
He plays Among Us with Stephen Sondheim, and Angela Lansbury.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Okay, I think Artafki's right though that the sidekicks aren't consistent,
Okay.
and also in both cases, I think because they're integral to the murder itself,
Yeah.
they're less of like a traditional sidekick
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
than a Robin or a
Yeah.
Hastings.
Andy is definitely more of a traditional sidekick than Martha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. So maybe it's like a 6 or a 7. Yeah, I think a 6 for sidekick.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay,
6.
okay.
It's fair.
So style and wit are going to be high, right?
Yeah.
It's a very distinct style.
Uh,
That blue stripe
yeah.
in the glass onion.
Yeah, I think it could be a 10 for style.
that's fine. Okay, yes, I'm happy with the temper style.
Great.
Oh, excellent donation for
Oh,
Sam
yeah,
Vine.
great
Thank you so
donation.
much.
Evitated.
7 wits for
Yeah.
Benoit.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, he's not a
Yeah,
quippy guy,
but he's not quippy.
but he is funny.
But it is
Like, yeah, but you have like the whole donut hole monologue in the first
Mm.
film, which is him stumbling over his own reasoning.
Yeah, I think 7 is correct.
He does do some great parlor room speeches.
Morality. It's interesting.
Morality is interesting because he is willing to go along with, like, my brain in that first film, the fact that like she is the key suspect,
Yes.
and he is willing to watch her try to cover up her tracks.
Yeah, and he's willing to put someone else at risk if it means he can solve the murder,
Yes.
which is
not especially moral.
great, I think. I don't think that's kind. But
No.
also, he does hate all the rich people. Good.
He does. He does.
And
hate
he's
all
not
the
a
rich
cop.
people.
So
No.
maybe he's just like a straight down the middle
straight
5.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
about right.
5.
Now, is he a genius?
Yeah, he's pretty smart.
He's pretty smart. An 8, possibly.
I was going to say an 8,
You happy
so
with it? I'm
I
happy with
guess
that.
he's an 8.
Okay.
Wow. Banged it out.
There
It's
we
not
go.
even New
Okay.
Year yet.
Not even a year.
Easy peasy.
8 genius, 5 morality, 6 for psychic, 10 for style, 7 for wit. Sounds good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Yeah, because I think Ryan Johnson has purposely paced the film where, like, if you wanted to, you could solve it along with him.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I think I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is going well. Right, shall we take a quick break and then we'll come back? And our next one will be Sam Vimes.
Very excited
Yeah.
to talk about Ryan.
I'll put that in the thing so I don't forget. Right, okay, great. Let's take a quick break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, let's put it on here. Let's mute this so you can also have a break. And let's mute me. I'll be back in a minute. Robocop song, yes. Robocop died for our sins. Is that true? Okay, let's fade Robocop out, and let's fade in Professor Layton background music. I would say, Brenton, if someone donated and said add Robocop to the deck, I don't think I would turn it down. He investigates
Robocop
crimes.
detective?
He investigates crimes. But we will first be looking at Sam Vimes, who I don't know. Sam Vimes is a Discworld character, right? A Terry Pratchett character.
Yeah, I also don't know loads about him because I haven't read most of those books, but Bird sounded like she had.
We'll be leaning on Bird for this, which is fine.
She's not back from her cup of tea.
Well, that's okay. Let's get a one-word.
Okay.
Let's get a one-word. Can we get a one-word summary of Sam Vimes, please? Tell you we need to look up to know what's happened here. Hopper is what they've gone with here. I'm going to say one word: embodiment. But embodiment spelt right, please.
Well, Artafke, you could just ask Dad to give a rating in each of these 5 categories, just so we've got somewhere to start with. But
no, I think we'll be fine.
I think we can do it.
Cynical is the one word they've gone with.
Yeah.
And what's happened to my one sentence category?
Have you scrolled over too far to the right?
Oh, I have. Oh, you fit. Okay, thank you, Dr. Plum. Very good, very good spreadsheet skills.
Thank you.
Dogged is kinder than cynical and red. I think that's probably better. Right, let's try and get a sentence as well. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Hello, Honda. We are ranking all the detectives.
Hello, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise that you had started.
That's okay. No, we're just. What were we doing? We were sort of padding for time. We were just chatting. We were chatting about whether is Robocop a detective. Actually, let's ask ChatGPT.
Well, actually, I think you were explaining to Hondo the premise of the stream before you get too distracted.
You have to wait, Hondo. Something else has come up.
I've never seen Robocop, which is surprising for me because I do like the English language stuff.
I know about Robocop, but that's fine. We could do that next. Actually, let's put it in. We'll put it in here. We're currently on Sam Vimes, which we were just talking about how we don't really know, but we think that you do.
So I have read. I've not read all of the Discworld books. I've read all of them up to Lords and Ladies, which I can't remember what number it is, but it's been a while. But anyway, so Sam Vimes is the leader of the Watch in the city of Ankh-Morpork. He is very much a play on like noir detectives, hard-boiled detectives.
He's the same age as David Suchet's Poirot.
Wow, big year for detectives.
Yeah.
Yes. He used to be a big drinker, I think is a big drinker, and then has to give up booze and become so sober that he becomes what is referred to as knurd, which is drunk backwards,
Nice.
which is like the most sober that anyone can be.
That's good. That's good.
There's the Vimes Boot theory of economics, which some people might have heard of. Which is the idea that this is not related to perhaps. Well, actually, no. I think it leads into his wit and possibly his morality. but it's the idea that if you have little money and you buy cheap boots, you wear them through.
Oh, I do know about
very
this, yeah.
You wear them through very quickly. Whereas if you have money and you can afford to buy expensive boots, they last forever. So it's like a way of keeping people within poverty, essentially.
I've thought of a new dynamic for this as well. I can ask ChatGPT what it would do.
Style is low. They have a uniform. It's not great.
Yeah, and we know his boots are also not great.
Yeah, we know his
boots are not great.
Vimes is not known for his fashion sense, but he carries himself with a certain rugged and no-nonsense style.
A 6?
But that's what
I would say
ChatGPT said.
lower than
I
a
would
6.
say lower than a 6. I don't trust ChatGPT at all here.
Yeah. Well, ChatGPT has broadly agreed with my dad, which is, you know.
Yeah, I think Artaski, 10 definitely for morality.
Okay, let's get the thing. It's a 10 from. Okay, yeah, he's as moral as
I mean,
he can be.
he is essentially the chief of police.
Okay, yep, that's moral.
Yeah,
For the city he's in.
That's moral.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, people who know the Watch books better than I do, because the Witches are my personal fave of the Discworld
Yeah,
books.
me too.
A sidekick I would also say is high, because he has these members of the Watch. All of them are active participants in solving crimes.
Yeah, and they're all fun, right? Like,
yeah, they're all fun. Love Carrot.
yeah.
Love the really old one. I want to say it's like Nobby. Nobby. It is Nobby.
Carrot.
Okay, great. I reckon sidekick maybe
An 8, a 7, something like that.
7?
a 7 seems good because it's not one good sidekick.
No, that's true.
No.
We've got to save
Quality of the
ourselves for the good
sidekick is
sidekicks.
diluted.
We've got to.
I think it is the City Watch, but it is basically. But Discworld has this thing where it's not police, but it is police. It's a bit like the Disco Elysium thing of it's not technically police, but they're malicious and they are police.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're not police, but we do enforce.
We do
enforce our
policing.
law. Yeah, through rigorous policing.
Okay. I think we agreed style was maybe going to be a 4,
A
right?
4? Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if we gave Columbo a 4, because you said I could dress up as Columbo, people know who I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you dressed up as Sam Vimes, I think a very small section of people.
Yeah, so maybe
would
less.
know who you
Than,
are.
maybe it's
And
got to
so
be
for
less
that, I
than
think it's
Columbo then.
3.
It'd be a 3.
A
Yeah,
3
that's
seems fair.
Yes, Hondo. It's the. So, yeah, sorry, I didn't explain the stream to you, did I? Yes, it is a rating of their sidekick. Yes, not their ability to be a sidekick.
I think we've also taken into consideration how iconic is the sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as with all of these things, it's fairly arbitrary, and that's fine.
Yeah. We're just making shit up. Wit
Hello,
is the one
Human
I'm
Time.
not really sure on.
ChatGPT said an 8. He has a sharp and often cynical wit, which is a hallmark of his character.
My
He
dad
is-
said an 8 as well. Just
Yeah. I'm willing to trust Dr. Plems.
I
Dr.
think-
Plem Senior.
Yeah. If they've been ratified.
Mr. Plem Senior.
Father Plem.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Genius.
Hondo's saying an 8.
Hondo's saying an 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
Sam Vimes is known for his street smarts and practicality
Yeah,
rather than being a genius in the traditional sense.
It's been a minute since I've read Guards, but he does work out who is summoning the dragon and where it comes from.
That's pretty smart.
That's, you know,
Okay.
better than some detectives.
Clem
Which is
classic
better than
updates.
some.
Atafki says, my dad frowned when thinking about how smart he was. Oh, my dad's just read a Poirot book. I should have got him on the stream.
Oh yeah.
And
Which one?
Which dad?
Which
It's a new Poirot.
Oh.
I'm writing it.
I'm just
Isn't it?
pleased he's reading.
Yeah, alright. Well, I don't have any more
Reading
questions.
something that's not the
so-
Daily Mail.
Okay, genius is smart, basically.
Yeah.
Intuitive, like it's yeah.
I think
Genius is
basically.
It's smart, but in a way that we've left it open to interpretation. Oh, we've got out. It's going up in the air.
Oh god.
Okay,
well,
what did Clem's dad say? Let's go with
you
that.
said a 6.
Let's go with 6, so we can change it.
Okay, yeah, we can always do. Yeah, exactly. Nothing's set in stone. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. King of Time, we put Benoit Blanc's sidekicks so high because his sidekicks are effective and good.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, they're good characters.
Yeah. That's the justification for it being so high.
Now, I have to ask, is this Inspector Gadget cartoon or Inspector Gadget the movie?
I'm happy for Ed to elaborate. But thank you, Ed, for the solution. And then what? That maybe to do with the new year.
Cartoon. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
I'm far more familiar
Oh
with cartoon.
yeah, sorry. I'd even forgotten there was a. I'm not even going to put it in. I'd forgotten there was a live action film. Right. Okay. So it's RoboCop time. Let's start the clock.
Right.
So RoboCop has almost zero morality, right? He has his morality. The film is about him gaining a small amount of morality.
Yeah. He is a cop as well. So
Yeah.
is he like a 1?
Well, I would say that the two things. If you asked me, what are the 2 things I could describe that had the least morality? I would say a robot and a cop. And his name is a portmanteau of those 2 things.
He also does shoot a man in the dick. See, I've not seen the film, but I know a fair whack about it through pop culture and watching clips of it.
Yeah.
His morality is just the law to the letter. He is Judge Dredd-esque in that way.
Yeah.
So possibly a 0.
Yeah, I think it could be a 0.
Yeah, I would be happy with that.
Because the whole film is about how he slightly malfunctions and becomes slightly moral. Cyborg is the one word it's given me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that is
I
what
was
he
about
is.
to say we're unlikely to have another cyborg detective, but what is Inspector Gadget if not?
Yeah,
not a cyborg.
no, we really have hit the automatron section, haven't we? Now I'll try and get a sentence as well. Okay, here we go.
I've also seen, I know we're not talking about the remake, but I've seen the scene in the remake, which I think is some people that say is the only good thing about the remake, which is where RoboCop asks to see how much of him is left that's human. And you have this great scene of like the armor peeling away and like the casing peeling away, and I think he is just like an eye, a heart, and half a hand, and that's the only thing that's left of him.
The sentence is very good. That is true, Red. Yeah, he does overcome his programming. RoboCop is the amalgamation of unwavering justice, cybernetic power, and a haunting reminder of a once human soul trapped in a mechanical shell. It's a good sentence.
RoboCop's a character. Yeah, okay.
He was also a
Yeah.
cartoon.
Okay.
Okay. So what are we saying for morality then?
I'm happy to accept a 0.
I'm going to find RoboCop's first appearance.
Or possibly.
1987.
Yeah. 0 or 1, and I would only say 1 because if his whole arc is about him developing a sense of morality after.
RoboCop is older than Poirot.
I have seen Starship Troopers. I love Starship Troopers. Great
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, yeah, same director. I'll tell you the funny thing I know about Peter Weller, who played RoboCop. He tried to be like a method actor, and
Right.
he wanted everyone on set to call him Robo.
Oh dear.
The crew all made fun of him, so he gave up. I think that's true.
Okay, give him a 0.
I'm happy to give him a 0.
Gosh.
He's a robot. He loves zeros and ones. Right, sidekick. Is sidekick also low? Does
So
Robocop
his
have a
sidekick
sidekick?
is his sidekick is, yeah, I think it probably is a good Pete. His sidekick is his old police sidekick who tries to I can't really remember. His partner is the word I'm going for. Lewis, yeah.
Is it the same Lewis?
It's a
As
different
Morse?
it's a different Lewis to Morse, I think.
Okay.
That's unfortunate because I do like that Lewis.
I do
She's-
like that Lewis.
She is good in the films, right? Yeah, Anne Lewis. I think she's good. I think it should be a high sidekick rating. Although she is a cop.
No, I think we've covered the cop
We've covered
situation
Copness
in
with
morality.
Oh yeah, fine.
I've not seen any RoboCop, Pete, so I'm
Sorry,
happy to
just
defer
seeing
to
Hondo
you.
post in the chat, her glance at the Willie May of cross robo humanity is very
yeah,
funny.
that's-
And very Verhoeven. Well, I defer to your judgment as to where you want to rate Lewis then.
Yeah.
RoboCop has a kind of dry wit as well, doesn't he?
I mean, I've not seen the film, and even I know, dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
ChatGPT has lost all credibility. ChatGPT has given him an 8 for morality. Just wrong.
absolutely
And a
not.
5 for wit. Absolutely the wrong way round. RoboCop is a laugh, yeah. RoboCop style is more utilitarian than flashy, but he has a distinctive, iconic look. 5.
It is a distinctive look.
If
You
we're
could
going-
go as RoboCop for
exactly.
Halloween.
If that's what we're going for. Yeah.
You could go with Robocop for
Yeah.
Halloween.
If I did the strictly Halloween special doing a RoboCop dance, you'd know who I was.
And I would love to see it. I'd love to know what dance you do to the Robocop theme.
Viennese waltz.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice. Lots of spin.
Yeah, the gun spin is stylish. RoboCop's stylish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very
RoboCop has
sleek
got to be.
design.
He's right up there. I think he's like an 8 or 9, something like that. He's right up there.
I mean, I think an 8. Let's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not that crazy.
He's got the visor thing, and it's a good look.
Yeah, the visor thing is very cool.
The gun pops out of his leg. I think
I'm
he's-
gonna say wit. I don't know, 5, 4 or
It's a
5.
dry wit. Yeah. Is he witty? He's wittier than Poirot.
Okay.
I'd say a 5. 5's fair, I think. Psychic. Now Lewis is good. I like Lewis. I reckon it's got to be. What do we give? We give them. It's got to be up there. It's got to be up there in the I don't know, 6 or 7, something like that.
Well, JVR page has suggested an 8, so
Yeah, I'm happy to do an 8. That's fine. Morality
Genius?
got- Well, he's a robot, isn't he? So does he? Yeah, I'm a big fan. I've given Lewis is an 8. Lewis is an 8. He's not a genius, is he? He's got a computer in his head. He didn't make the computer.
if we're basing his morality
Yeah,
as part of him being a
Josie
robot,
makes a
then we
very
should
good
consider it
point.
for his
Josie
genius
makes a
as
very
well.
good point that a key plot of the film is that he can't remember his name.
Well,
Mm,
a 4? A 5?
I think it's even lower than that. He's not a genius.
Because he's more of like
yeah,
a...
Red Sun's got it.
My
RoboCop classic himbo.
My perspective as an outsider is that Robocop is more of like a tool of violence than
Yeah.
a crime solver.
Yeah, I would say that he's not really. He's not solving. He's not. Yeah. He can calculate a bullet's path. That's true.
That's pretty cool.
But he couldn't solve a murder.
Okay, I would say a 5. I don't
Yeah.
think he's smarter than Vimes.
No, that's true. He's not smarter than Batman. He's a 5. He's a 5. Okay, there we go.
Also, we need to add Osmosis Jones in the queue.
Oh, thank you.
I think it was Bread Fanta donated.
It was, yeah, lovely. Thank you, Bread Sunset.
Great and pick. Great show. I used to love watching Osmosis Jones.
Okay, next up, Inspector Gadget.
Another cyborg.
Yeah, it's true. He does solve a lot of murders by shooting them. Yeah, we have. Right, okay. Let's restart the timer. Okay. What do we know? Perfect drop for the song then as well.
Right. Iconic style.
One word for
You cannot deny.
Yeah.
You put on that hat and that trench coat. It's Inspector Gadget.
An Inspector Gadget Halloween costume would go hard.
It would.
yeah.
So I think it's maybe.
Would you say
And
he's
also-
bumbling?
Sorry?
Bumbling is is the word it's given me.
I wouldn't say he's the most bumbling of
No.
all the detectives.
No.
He is quite well. But the cartoon was very slapstick heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
true.
say it's not unfair.
Yeah, okay.
Inspector Gadget, a bumbling and gadget-laden detective, solves cases with the help of his niece Penny and their loyal dog Brain.
Yeah, alright.
There we go.
That's all accurate information.
Where are we accounting for his gadgets? Because the thing is, the propeller hat is a very good hat, for example. So if that all comes under style, then I think it's a 10 for style. But if the propeller in the hat is not related to the style and it's coming under genius, like Batman's shark spray, then maybe the style is like a 7.
I think style is a 7. It's an iconic style, but it's not chic.
Yeah, it's not
Okay,
chic.
yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's good.
10 for Jojo Baker suggested 10 for sidekick.
Well, because of
I mean, Penny was pulling a lot of weight on that show.
yes, actually, that's true. Josie,
And Brain.
it's a good point that you're right. The psychic basically solves the crimes.
Yeah. It might be the first case of sidekick better
Yeah,
than detective, which
Yeah.
probably is enough to get it a 10, I
minimum
think.
9, but I think you're right. I think the full 10. The full 10.
And Bread Santa makes a very good point that the propeller is in his head, not the hat.
Oh, okay, well,
Let's-
good. I'm
let's-
glad we didn't account for it.
Let's please not inflate Brett Santa's ego further by saying he's made a very good point. And then that point is, doesn't Inspector Gadget have a hollow head?
I also wanted to be Penny. Josie Hypatia, did you also want to be Coco, Crash Bandicoot's sister? I really wanted to be Coco as well. Thinking about genius blonde girls and their laptops. Okay, morality. He is a cop.
He is a cop, and he is also part robot again. So does he even? So he's got some emotions
He cares for his niece.
numbed. He's better than RoboCop.
Yeah.
I suppose I can get ratings from ChatGPT again and see what they say.
Well,
I'm happy at putting him out at like a middling 5. Like, the thing is, it's a kid's cartoon, so he's not like going to be letting other people get away with crime.
No, that's right. It's not going to be gritty. Okay. Hello, Mighty Mighty.
Hello, Mighty Mighty.
We're ranking all the detectives to make a top trumps detectives deck.
he's going pretty well.
Currently, what we're thinking about is how moral is Inspector Gadget?
King of Time donated for a detective, but I didn't see who it was.
Oh, I can check. That's fine. Okay, lovely. Right. Okay. Please return to discussing the morality of Inspector Gadget.
Yeah,
I think it's just 6.
yeah. Ultimately, he's trying to do the
Yeah,
right
he's
thing.
doing the right thing. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
at least a 6, but he is ultimately a cop. So he's cat there, but that's fine. Okay, what have we got? We've got left genius and wit. Now, did he invent himself?
No.
No,
No.
he's just a tool.
So maybe
he's
like
in the
a
RoboCop
2.
category, right?
Yeah.
Ed Fiasco did say that Gadget is white male overconfidence in his
Yeah.
own abilities.
I'm happy to give him a 0 because he is an idiot.
0! Okay.
I think a 0's harsh.
You know what? We
Okay.
give him a 10. So the 0 is harsh. At least give him
I
a
think
2.
it's a 2.
2, okay, 2. We did give
And
RoboCop
maybe that's
5.
still-
Right, very
Yeah.
generous from RoboCop, to be fair. I might knock RoboCop's down to a 4. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's probably.
Is he witty, Inspector Gadget? Would you say?
I can't remember any line of
No,
dialogue
I
he's
can.
ever said.
Gadget is not known for his wit, as his humour often comes from his clumsy and unintentional actions rather than his cleverness.
Funny for us, the audience, but not funny for the people around
Thank you,
him.
Red
Not
Pharaoh.
funny for the people whose family has been murdered.
Well, tell you what,
Maybe this
what the
is-
crime
That's
Maybe
what
this
we.
is a-
Do you know what? This is comparable to Poirot, isn't it? That's what we said about Poirot.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Like,
it's 3.
Yeah, I'm happy
I
to go
think-
with that.
yeah.
The bad guys do the witty lines in Gadget. Okay.
I think we're gonna have to do this next week as well. People keep donating with detectives, and I've never heard of some of these.
Yeah, that has kept happening. But okay, that's good. This is good. It's good. It's nice to make content people like
Absolutely.
for a change, you know. Josie
That's
said
good.
to-
Next week.
But
Next week's obviously real Halloween as well,
Yeah,
right?
it is
So
gonna be
Oh yeah, it
Halloween.
is.
It's gonna be Halloween.
the
perfect.
spookiest stream of all.
I
Because
don't. I need to.
I'll be looking after Cece, so there will be a spooky
Oh,
black cat on hand.
yes.
Wow. That will be.
Right, Osmosis
Okay,
Jones.
fine.
Great movie,
Okay.
first off.
Reset the clock.
Great cartoon.
Wait. Can we pause for a second so Pete can record all the donations
Oh, I
that
can
came
do.
in?
Yeah, that's fine. I can do it. Well, I'll tell you what. You start talking about.
Yeah, I
Osmosis
don't know
Jones.
anything about Osmosis Jones.
So, Osmosis Jones is the world in which Osmosis Jones exists, it's set inside a person's body.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And Osmosis Jones is a white blood cell.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And so, in the film and then in the cartoon, white blood cells are kind of characterized as the police of the body because they
Yep.
eliminate threats. He is voiced by, I think, Chris Rock.
I think
I could
that's
be wrong
right,
about that.
But I
I've got
Um,
Wikipedia up and that is correct.
He has a sidekick called Drix, who is some kind of pill.
Uh-huh.
He's a tablet, and he's
It's some kind of bell. Yeah, I
He's
think that
kind of-
is
he's-
right. That is right.
not necessarily he's annoying, but that he is a tablet. He is an anthropomorphized tablet. It's set inside Bill Murray. That is true.
Yes, it is set inside.
Probably.
Bill
He's like, I remember he is very quick-witted. He's very quippy. Don't know so much about genius or morality.
Osmosis Jones, 2001.
The other thing I remember about Osmosis Jones, the movie, is that in the trailer, Bill Murray is at the zoo, and he's looking at a chimpanzee exhibit, and the chimpanzee is eating a boiled egg, then drops it in the cage, and then Bill Murray eats it.
What a specific memory.
I think it was a trailer that was played before a VHS that I watched a lot.
Yeah, that's a very specific. There is a very specific time of films, isn't there, where you just will have seen the trailer to a film. One for me is Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. I must have seen the trailer for that a billion times, and it's a shit film.
You don't like it when Ace Ventura murders out the back of a rhinoceros?
Yeah, exactly. That's the one that happens. And then there's a kid off to the side who thinks that's the rhino giving birth. Why is that in my head? Why do I remember
I don't
that
know.
and the real name of that wrestler who was a pig farmer? Awful.
Okay, so genius, I'm not sure. Possibly an average 5 because I don't recall him doing any remarkable police work.
He knows a lot about the body, right? But that's not necessarily genius.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
Five.
he is a white blood cell, and white blood cells sometimes do make mistakes and attack the wrong
but
thing.
we've really knocked down
Oh, right.
Inspector Gadget's. We've really knocked down Inspector Gadget's genius because he was white.
Yes, that seems correct.
So let's not reward Osmosis Jones. Yeah, that's true, Artaki. It's the minimum you expect, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are we saying maybe a 4?
No, I think a 5 is fine.
Okay, great.
I think a 5 is fine. Morality, he is allegorical of a police officer.
Yeah, he's the cop of the body. What did...
But he does...
Morality, 8 out of 10. The film conveys a clear message about the importance of health and hygiene.
Yeah, okay.
That is a very good point. This is not a person, this is a white blood cell.
Yeah.
And he does his job very effectively.
Yeah.
In which case, maybe a 6.
Yeah,
No, he's more moral than his Spider Gadget. 7?
yeah, he's more. Yeah, we gave Gadget a 6. So do we give Osmosis Jones a 7?
Yeah.
We think he's more moral than. Yeah, Benoit Blanc because he puts other people. Yeah, Osmosis Jones isn't throwing anyone else under the bus, is he?
Yeah.
Hello,
No,
Catbox.
and he's not putting anyone in danger by the sounds of it.
Now,
No.
Sidekick, a gigantic pill voiced by, I think, David Hyde Pierce.
Yes, that's. I think
sounding
that's,
like a
that's,
head.
that's right. Yeah.
Which
Yes,
is
Miles
my
the
dream,
pill.
man.
Niles the pill. Imagine if they do a reboot and they replace the pill with Rodney from Only Fools and Horses. It could be worse, isn't it?
Oh dear. Josie Hypatia has suggested that this psychic is in league with Big Pharma.
Oh, I get
Vera
one.
is a great shout.
There is a great shout. I think that's unfair.
Goblin loves
He's a-
Vera. We've had this chat
He
before.
is a product of a system, but he's not an active participant in this system.
No, I think the fact that they are. That's right. They are literally just. They're literally just
Objects.
parts of the body, aren't they? They're not. They're not. I don't think they're tied into the same morality system as some of the other detectives we've looked at.
Yeah, I think in order to get an accurate rating, I would like to anthropomorphize Strix even further. I would like everybody to close their eyes and visualize a ripped David Hyde Pierce, who is like 6.5 foot tall. That's who we're talking about here.
Hedge Niles.
He's Hedge. What if Miles was Hedge?
Yeah. It's the question. Well, hang on. Let's ask ChatGPT. Hi Catbox. We are.
It's possible. Yeah,
We're
it's possibly
ranking-
worth noting.
Oh, sorry. Carry
Oh,
on.
sorry, Pete. No, you're explaining the stream is more important.
No, I don't.
than
I don't
me
think that's
talking
true.
about.
We're ranking all the detectives to ultimately make a deck of detectives' top trump cards. Catbox. That's what we're doing. And yes.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say, it's possibly worth noting, so the film is called Osmosis Jones. When it was made into a cartoon, it was called Ozzy and Drix. So he got second billing. Which I think is possibly also worth consideration in the score.
If the character Niles Crane from the TV show Fraser was portrayed as a henchman or had a physically imposing or strong persona, it would dramatically change his character and the dynamics of the show. Niles is known for his intellectual and refined personality, which is in contrast to the typical traits of a henchman. Such a transformation could provide a dramatic or comedic twist in a storyline, but it would fundamentally alter the character and the nature of the series.
That is true.
Yeah, can't argue.
He also probably would have flattened Maris
He
on their first date.
Yeah, he would have smashed Maris.
There is also, I'll have to post in the Discord later, but there is a great multi-page crossover comic between Frasier and Columbo that an artist made a couple of years ago,
That is good.
which is at the nexus of my personal interest. So, I would say Sidekick. I'm going to say possibly an 8.
An 8?
Maybe a
yeah,
7.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to say, I mean, I guess he's sort of distinctive, but I don't know.
I remember a jacket.
Yeah, I don't know that I don't know that Style's going to rank too highly. It's kind of like an orange jacket, is what I'm thinking of. I'm trying to find a picture of him. We're not related, by the way. That I know of.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to dox my surname that people are broadly
Dox
aware
yourself.
of.
Pete Osmosis.
Yeah, exactly, Pete Osmosis. Yeah, I don't think he's got a strong. I mean, he's blue, isn't he? I mean, I don't know. I think Style's not going to be that high.
Okay.
But I'm
What do we want to say? Like a 4?
yeah, I'm happy to go with a 4. Is he witty?
Yeah.
I don't remember him being witty.
If he's voiced by Chris Rock, there has to be some wit involved.
Yeah, he must have some funny lines. I just don't remember them.
Nope, me neither.
That sounds like a solid 5.
Yeah, 5 or a 6. And the 6 is me being generous because of who's voicing him, so I'm assuming that the dialogue has to be fast-paced and witty.
Mm.
Yeah, so we'll go a 6 for wit. Sorry, I'm also filling in the the detectives people have asked for.
Josie, I don't know if you're doing a bit, but I think you're confusing Chris Rock and Eddie Murphy, and I genuinely don't know if you're doing a bit. But
I don't know if I like this bit. I don't know if I like this bit.
I don't know if I like this bit, but Donkey and Mushu are voiced by Eddie Murphy and not Chris Rock.
You're thinking of the running back for the Shrek-Attle Shrek-Hawks, Josie. Right, what did we say for wit? Is he a witty guy? Bread Santa thinks presumably listening it. 6 seems fair to me.
6 seems fair because I don't remember the film.
Yeah.
It's good for me. Chris Rock is in the Madagascar films, I think. Josie is the zebra.
Oh yeah, okay.
That might be what it is. It's New Year when we find that we're done. Right. Okay,
Right.
we're on
Dupont.
to Detective Dupont. Let me get a word and sentence for Dupont, who I don't immediately know who that is.
I've never read a story or watched a film with this man, but Google tells me it's an Edgar Allan Poe character.
Okay, lovely. Who donated for this?
Was it King of Time?
That was King of Time.
Oh, of course, it was King of Time. It's probably relatively. I'm happy to. Before I even do anything, I'm happy to presume it's going to be 5s across the board.
King of Time says that he was specifically thinking of Count Olaf's alias in Lemony Snicket's The Vile Village,
Oh, right,
which
now
I think
that
will make a huge difference.
Yeah.
is a huge difference because I am very familiar with this sort of series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, we can. That is fine. King of Time.
Count Olaf style points.
Yeah. Could it be a 10? The disguise element is something we haven't really discussed before.
Sorry, I'm just getting the word.
Yeah, because you have to consider him as both Olaf and. Do you have to consider him as both Olaf and?
And the
I
detective,
think
yeah,
they
because
can
we
both. Okay, yeah.
because we know he's Olaf in there.
Yeah, and that ankle tattoo.
Yeah.
Now that's a that would make any Halloween costume recognizable.
That would be such a good Halloween costume if you all did it.
If you all did it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. I'm willing to say maybe an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, for style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think let's safe bet possibly 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, an 8 seems fair.
I did really enjoy the Netflix adaptation.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Count Olaf, masquerading as Detective Dupont, employs his duplicitous nature to deceive the townsfolk and continue his sinister schemes in the vile village of Lemony Snicket's series.
King of Time is suggested as zero for morality, and I agree.
Level with RoboCop.
He's actively a villain.
Yes. He is horrible.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm happy with that. Okay, so what's left? Genius, sidekick, and wit. Oh,
He is very smart.
Well, he is very smart, but also his schemes are always foiled by 3 children. And one of them is a baby.
But Violet and oh my god, what's the brother called? What's the
Oh god.
what is the brother called? I know the baby called Sunny, but they Klaus. Thank you.
Klaus.
They are very intelligent.
Yes, they are. So I'm gonna say maybe his genius is like a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
7.
I'm happy with that. I'm going to find his first appearance as well. What about sidekicks? Does he have sidekicks? He may not.
I think
Olaf does. Can't remember about Detective Dupin.
I don't know about. Yeah. I mean, I guess he often gets other adults to help. Okay, Esme Squalor is specifically Dupin's
Squalor.
sidekick.
Oh yes, Google
She's
Images
pretty
is
good.
revealing to me a very saucy detective sidekick.
A 10!
She looks good. Is that
I'm going to
name?
Google this. 2001 is the first appearance. I'm happy to take that.
Esme Scholar? Yeah.
I'm going to Google.
I mean, Esme Squalor is a pretty good sidekick, as
Yeah.
villain goons go.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's played
it's
by
Lucy Punch.
Lucy Punch in the Netflix adaptation.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's like smart. She also is always
Oh.
wearing quite a good disguise. So I would say maybe a sidekick 8?
Yeah, I think 8's fair.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Lucy Punch is an actor I'm always pleased to see.
Yeah, become. Okay, 7 for genius, 0 for morality, 8 for psychic, 8 for style. What about wit?
It's pretty good.
Oh, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know to what question. Oh, is it pre or post? I can find that out.
Okay, we'll hash out the wit situation.
Yeah, well, you do that.
May, so it's pre.
I mean, Lemony, we think, but like, this is a Lemony Snicket character,
Yeah,
so there's flair there.
yeah.
There's most certainly.
But
like,
as
great.
Detective Dupin, how witty do we think he is?
Yeah,
Because,
that's true, isn't it? That's
like, obviously Olaf, maybe that's a 10. But I feel like the detective was...
I'm consulting the wiki fandom page.
Yeah.
And he's at least in the TV show, he speaks largely in like 70s cliches of what you think. He says groovy quite a lot.
Oh, yeah, I can see these quotes here. It's just like, it's just not cool. It's just not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's cool to be late. It's cool to fire away.
okay.
So I'm gonna say that's maybe like...
There's a very important precedent here. Let's find out what Catbox means by that. Tafki said, I don't think he's very witty as compared to just evil.
Yeah.
I don't think he's very witty.
4? 5?
Yeah. I think a 5,
type
probably.
14
A nice
bonus
platonic
dice.
5?
Yeah.
5? We happy with that?
Yeah, 5. Nice.
Okay, nice. Good
Nice.
work. What about Frank Burley?
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. I'm going to find out.
I'm sprinting to Google.
Who is Frank Burley?
Oh, it's a John Schwartzwalder character. John Schwartzwalder, for those who may not know, is one of the possibly the best Simpsons writers of all time, ever.
Okay. Kirby's not angry, they've just got a gun.
I'm not angry, I just have a gun, and when I speak, I become my American marketing version, which has angry eyebrows.
Okay. Okay, let's get a one-word and one-sentence summary for Frank Burley. Kirby hates inflation. I don't think that's true. I think inflation is fundamental to Kirby's whole existence.
See, Honda posted a quote, and that reading that has made me laugh. So I think that's a 10 for wit.
Yeah, I'm happy with a 10 for wit.
Yeah.
Frank Burley is a parodic private detective whose absurd adventures and mishaps offer a hilarious send-up of the detective genre. and parodic is the one-word summary I've been given.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to find out when his first appearance was.
I think Ed Fiasco and Honda. It's worth noting that I don't think Kirby knows what money is.
No, Kirby just eats stuff and then absorbs its powers, right? I mean, it's not.
Kirby is a small child with the powers of a god.
Yeah, that's Kirby.
I think the only things that concern Kirby is there cake nearby and are my friends having a nice time?
2004 for the publication date. That sounds about right. Right, we give him a 10 per wit. That sounds good. Okay, so what we do? Genius, morality, sidekick, and style. Let's see what ChatGPT says as well.
I think people who are familiar with this book or this character, you need to tell us, because I am clueless.
Yes, I think if none of us know, that does make it harder.
Well, we can rely on our good friend, ChatGPT.
Yes, so I guess if you don't want us to rely on our good friend ChatGPT, you'll just need to tell us what we should put, and we can put it in.
Okay, let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay. Genius, a 6. Frank Burley is not typically portrayed as a genius, but relies more on wit and humour. Morality, a 7. He tends to do the right thing, but often with a comedic twist. Psychic, 8. He often has humorous interactions with various psychics in his adventures. Style, a 6. His style is more about slapstick and humour than traditional elegance. He's basically Homer Simpson, but as a PI.
Yeah, I think we are going solely off the character. There was a brief moment of confusion when it came to Count Olaf, because he is technically also a character within the fiction.
Yeah, that does make it slightly complicated.
Because Stupan is like one character disguising themselves as another character.
Right, no, that's...
Yeah. So, okay, let's put in maybe a 2 on Genius.
A 2? Yeah, I'm happy with that.
It sounds also... I mean, if we're saying Inspector Gadget was a bumbling guy...
Yeah.
Homer Simpson is quite a bumbling guy.
He is a bumbling guy. Honda disagrees with ChatGPT on one account. So do I. Hello, Harry. We're ranking every detective to make a top trumps deck.
How big will the deck be? How many cards are in a top trumps deck?
Well, the thing is, Bud, we can make as many cards as we like.
It's going to be digital, so
okay.
they're not going to be printed cards.
Ranking with a R.
What did you think I said? Harry,
Get your mind out of the gutter, Harry.
Probably clanking.
Even if I said wanking, what would that mean?
I think it's okay to say that. I think where we've put somebody as having low wit, they're like not funny within to other people who live in the same fictional world as them.
Yes, that's certainly the precedent of like Poirot and Inspector Gadget, right?
Yeah. So if he's and stupid is covered by genius. So if he's generally funny, I'm happy to give him a 10.
Yeah.
If he says funny things.
That's good, Captain. We're helping a lot of detectives come to a conclusion.
Okay, let's put in Hondo's other rankings.
Yeah,
which are
I agree. I'm
2,
with
5,
that.
1, 5.
2.
I trust Hondo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. 2. So 5 for morality, 1 for sidekick, and 5 for style.
Yeah.
Yep.
You happy with that?
Oh, Hondo, does he have a sidekick? Because
it could be a 0.
I know we've given Columbo a 1, but the 1 is because he's got a dog, and we're very fond of the dog. But if he doesn't have any sidekick at all, we should give him a 0. Secretary sometimes that's no dog. We should give him a 0.
But you're saying a secretary is worse than a dog. These are Dr. Pond's views. These are Dr. Pond. They're not necessarily representative of the A Good Pete brand.
Yeah, she doesn't sound like she's being even a very effective secretary.
Okay, I'm happy
let alone a very effective sidekick.
We gave Poirot a lot of credit for Miss Lemon.
No, we didn't. We gave him
Well,
+1, and she
Yeah.
is helpful.
Yeah, okay.
Also, every time you say Miss Lemon, I for a split second think you're saying Liz Lemon, and I love 30 Rock, so that's fine by me.
Different lemons. I don't know if they're related, I'm not sure. Yes, I think you can actually see the full list at the moment, Harry. So far we've ranked David Suchet's Poirot, Adam West's Batman, Columbo, Benoit Blanc, Sam Vimes, Robocop, Inspector Gadget, Osmosis Drones, Detective Dupin, Frank Burley, and we're about to do Detective Sergeant Trotter.
Who is from The Mousetrap, I think?
I think that's
Yes.
true, yes.
Have any of us seen The Mousetrap?
I have seen the Mousetrap
Now, we are not
twice.
the Mousecap, so I think we can spoil the... I'm sorry. Yeah, spoiler alert to anyone that's not seen the Mousetrap and is planning to see the Mousetrap. I think...
Can I... Sorry, thinking about Agatha Christie and spoilers, I don't think I've told anybody about this, and I'm sure Marple will come up... No, sorry, this is not Marple, this is Poirot, so I probably should have brought this at the beginning of the stream. But I was once talking to a friend, we were talking about spoilers, and like, when is it appropriate to tell somebody about the ending to a story? And I think I said something along the lines of, well, you know, after a certain point you have to assume that everybody knows how pieces of media end. Like, who doesn't know that in Murder on the Orient Express they all did it? And she went, I didn't know that. You can spoil it for me.
That's good.
And I
Okay,
said, it's
well, if
over
we're-
100 years old.
If we're not doing spoilers, then we can't do morality, right?
If we're not doing spoilers, I don't think we can rank Sergeant Trotter at all, because
Yeah.
I actually think the spoilers are a very key.
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I mean. It's central to this morality, isn't it?
Listen, I've put it in the chat. And look, it's a warning now. If you don't want to get spoiled for the Mousetrap, mute your stream,
Right.
and I'll put it in the chat when we've stopped talking about the
Yeah, 'cause,
Mousetrap.
I mean, he did it.
But then we also have to hide the ranking.
I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, it's a 0 for morality because he did the murder.
King of Time, stop saying these things. Someone. Oh no, sorry. I thought it was you. I thought it was you, King of Time. I thought you were saying. Oh, actually, it could be, couldn't it?
That is insane.
That's the plainest spoiler, King of Time.
No, but it's not that somebody wouldn't know that
No.
just through pop cultural osmosis.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad not to do. Not to. Right. Okay. Let's
Look,
see.
we've got to put it down.
Let's see if ChatGPT spoils the Mousetrap.
Well, since Sam's seen The Mousetrap twice, and I've only seen the film See How
No.
They Run, which is kind of based on it once.
I've
Yeah.
not seen it. I just know.
Look,
this.
I don't think we can put it in ChatGPT because then if somebody's got their stream audio muted to avoid
Yeah.
spoilers,
Oh,
it
no
might
one
still get
actually
spoiled.
is trying to avoid the
No,
Mousetrap.
hey,
being spoiled.
listen, they might. Look, Catbox is saying, "Can I unmute?"
Catbox, you can't unmute yet.
Catbox
Look,
is
I'll just
No,
Catbox is doing a bit.
no. Look, I'll just bash it out, and then we can
Okay.
move on. He's a 0 for morality.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you can ask ChatGPT for your. Yeah, that's good.
I do look. Detective Sergeant Treasure is a tenacious and resolve? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah.
No, aren't we going to have to hide the numbers then, so that we don't
No,
spoil
that's
it?
fine. We could just say it was a 0 for morality because he's a cop.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Because he did the murder, didn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I think let's not say that to people because they might be trying to avoid
Oh,
spoilers.
Just written
Yeah.
determined.
Okay. What about your other numbers? What are you thinking?
I think his genius is like medium high.
Well, it's
in
hard to
that,
work
like-
it out, right? Because he's not actually trying to solve the case, is he?
Yeah,
That's the problem.
but it was the case. The murder he did was a good murder, I think.
That's-
But unfortunately,
That's true.
it did get solved, so it wasn't that good a murder.
No, that's.
So I would say it's maybe like a 7.
So we're going to want the first. We're going to want the first version of the Mousetrap for this.
Is that
Richard
just not-
Attenborough was the
Would
first.
that just not be the date of the first performance
Yeah,
of the
that's what it.
Mousetrap?
1952.
Yeah.
It was Richard Attenborough.
Yes. And then in See
Sorry,
How
Dave.
They Run, they have an actor playing Richard Attenborough. It's a good movie, isn't it? If you've not seen it,
That's good, Harry.
if you
that's
like
good.
Sam Rockwell and Saoirse Ronan.
Oh, yes, here we go, ding-dang-do!
Right, okay, that was a new year, but it was the wrong one, but that's fine. Okay, does he have a sidekick?
No.
No, I think we're going to go 0 for that. His style is just generic policeman, right? He couldn't dress up as Detective Sergeant Trotter.
No.
No, but it is set in the 40s or 60s. So I mean, I think it's maybe a 3.
Yeah, I think it's a 3. And is he witty? Is he a witty? Is he a witty guy?
He's a bit witty. He definitely gets some laughs out of the audience.
Okay.
But not in a, because of what he says. So I would give him maybe, a 4 for wit?
Yeah, happy to give him a 4 for
Okay.
wit. Right, we happy with that? 7-0-0-3. Our first double
Yeah, I'm
0, I
happy.
think.
Our first double 0. Yeah,
He doesn't
bad
have a
card.
psychic, and he
Not everyone can be
Okay.
Dan Wildlands, you know?
did the murder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No more spoilers. I'm going to say it's safe to come back.
Okay. This is now a spoiler-free zone.
Right, so now we know who did the mouse trap.
Right.
Thank you, Comelon.
It's possibly the best detective to come out of Northumberland.
Oh, she's so great. I love her.
I bloody love Vera.
I like Vera, yeah. Right, let's do Vera, and then maybe we'll do another break.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right, okay, let's start the clock. It's Vera time. Okay, does anyone need to avoid spoilers of Vera?
Okay.
This is a Brandon Lesson appreciation zone.
I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of Vera. I think Vera's great.
She's great. Do we think her style... Actually, I think her style, we should rank her almost identically to Columbo.
Yeah.
It is iconic, but it's not good.
Yes, that's... she's acerbic?
Yeah,
That's
she is
what
like
we
the
said.
female.
She is
Yeah,
acerbic.
Yeah, she is acerbic.
It has mentioned the Northumberland. Brilliant.
I can put her surname in.
Is it not a spoiler?
Cat book spoilers. It's someone doing an accent.
yeah, she's sort of a classically trained stage actress.
She's not from Northumberland.
She's no Harry Hardy. She's not that
Har-
tree.
yeah. Harry Hardy, I believe, is saying that he doesn't think Brenda's accent is good.
No, it's probably not accurate. That's fine, motivating. Okay, yeah, everyone's avoiding Vera spoilers.
Yeah. My mum is also from a village in Northumberland, and she loves Vera. And I probably should ask her to see what her thoughts on the accent
That's her name's
is.
Stanhope. Nice. Okay,
Right.
yeah, I don't think
Dr. Plem made a great point about style. I think also a 4.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think she is directly comparable to Columbo. That's true.
Yeah.
No, she is a cop, but she is... I'd say she's broadly moral, right?
Yeah. I think she's maybe a 5.
Harry's made a good point, but how highly can you really rank anyone's genius when they are created by ITV?
Well,
Poirot and Midsummer Murders are on ITV, so...
yeah,
That's
reasonably,
true,
I think.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Her genius, I think, is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, she's
got a good hit rate in all of her
She
cases.
really
does,
is
yeah.
like a Lady Columbo, right?
She
Like,
is.
she is
I mean, I think she's
surprisingly good
very
at
much
talking to
modelled on
people.
Columbo, right? She finds the gaps in things people say. Yeah, I'd say she's smart.
Is she the one? I might be mixing up my Detective Series episodes, but is there a other episode where at the climax someone has covered themselves in petrol? And she talks them down from setting themselves on
that
fire.
does sound familiar.
Please don't say covered in and climax now Harry's here.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think maybe she's an 8 in genius.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Because I think she's a bit more reliant on her cops in the cop room.
That's
than
true
Columbo
than
is.
a Poirot or a Columbo. That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think sidekicks was going to be a pretty decent score here.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
she
I
does-
like all her sidekicks.
Yeah, me too.
I think they're good. What did we give for? Yeah, I think maybe a 7, like Sam Vimes
Sam
has
Vimes, yeah,
for the
I'd say
Watch.
they
Yeah, she
are-
has like a reliable crew.
Yes, actually,
They're good.
This does get easier as we do a few extra ones, doesn't it? Because you can see the
Yeah,
ones that
yeah,
are
yeah.
comparable. And she does have a dry wit.
Yeah. Maybe like a 7. She's
Yeah.
not like whippy.
I always forget that Kush Jumbo is in Vera because I know her so well from The Good Fight, a show I love. So whenever she turns up, I'm like, what is she doing here? She's American, forgetting that she is not, and it's just it's just an actor being an actor.
Yeah.
Now, if we give her a 7, that is directly comparable to Benoit Blanc. Do we think Vera
Yeah.
has the same level of wit as Benoit Blanc?
No,
Do you think
think-
we should up Benoit or give her a 6?
I think she's a 6.
I think she's a 6. She's more
Oh, yeah,
even
just
with
like-
Osmosis Jones than she is Benoit Blanc,
Yeah,
I'd
that
say.
seems fair.
But
Okay.
more than Robocop, which is fair enough, I think.
More than Robocop.
She's between. I'd say yeah. If you ask me where's Vera on the wit scale, I'd say yeah. She's between Robocop and Benoit Blanc. Okay, yeah, that's where Vera goes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Job
Yeah,
done.
Vera done. Okay, shall we take another quick break?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Chance to recharge, and then we'll come back and do Frank Drebin. But I'll tell you the three we've got in the chamber. Frank Drebin, Catbox
Lovely.
PI,
Hands across the board.
Simon.
Simon from Armchair
Armchair
Detectives,
I
also
assume.
10.
Yeah.
Anyway, Simon's scoring very highly. Style.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll deal with this in a minute. Right, okay, let's take a quick break and we'll be back in a minute. Feel free to keep detectives coming in over the break if you're desperate. If you get any ideas, you can add them to the list.
Yeah, I should clarify. We do have a list of detectives, so if you should only donate if you're absolutely despo for someone to be donated for, or you want us to prioritise them in this short stream. But I will say that Piscop is already on our list, so it's...
That is true. Although at this point, so many people have donated for stuff that we're probably not going to get through our full list.
Well, no, exactly. But yeah, so if you wanted them to be prioritised,
Yeah.
you should donate. But otherwise,
That's right. They probably will. That's a good point. But a lot of them will come up anyway, won't they? That is true.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Great. Let's take a break. I'll be back in a minute, and I'll mute you so you can also have a break. And me. Right. See you in a minute. Right. Let's go. Activity. Oh, this is a good track. Okay, we're back. What's this one? This is Clockwork Robot Battle from Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask.
Great game.
Do I know? I have played them, but they would have been good for this month. But I've got so what am I? When am I supposed to play Professor Layton instead of doing this?
I think a Professor Layton stream could. The thing is, like, it would be no fun if you got stuck on, like I used to as a child, get stuck on one of the puzzles for ages.
I can imagine that happening. Yeah.
Because a lot of them are just like non-verbal, or like verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. So it's like, let me just rotate this triangle in my head really quickly.
Oh, good. But Harry, it was to Harry. The reason I'm doing the countdown is that to stop us getting stuck on debating one person for too long, I'm doing the 10-minute countdown. And if we haven't decided by when it's the new year, we have to just whack in the ratings. Although we have actually been pretty good at getting them done in time.
Yeah, I think we've only run out the clock once.
I think so.
Yeah.
And actually,
There's
sometimes
been a couple of times when
sometimes
it's been 30 seconds.
it's dubious because I've not reset the clock. I've forgotten.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start the clock now, and we're going to talk about Frank Drebin from the Naked Gun films and 1994's SummerSlam, when he did solve the mystery of why there were two Undertakers.
Oh.
Although I'm not sure he really did. And Police Squad, yeah. I would say more Police Squad than SummerSlam 1994 if I was being honest.
We're not only counting cops. Poirot isn't a cop.
No.
And neither's Batman.
No.
Yeah, neither is Benoit Blanc.
Anyone you can justify counts as a detective to be in a deck of detective top trumps, we will take. So Frank Drebin. Now, this is an interesting one, because is Frank Drebin witty, or is he kind of hapless?
Well, here's the thing. We gave Frank Burley a 10 because of the qualities of writing.
That's true. So I think
the Naked Gun film are so funny.
Yeah. I think you're exactly right. I think if we gave Frank Burley a 10, we have to give Frank Drebin a 10. His sidekick is O.J. Simpson, so I don't know whether we can separate the man from the art.
Yeah, that is a good point. What do you think? What are you feeling?
When was Police Squad? Who's his other sidekick? He has two main sidekicks, doesn't he?
He has OJ.
He has OJ. And he has that other he has the Bread Santa is distinct. Bread Santa is said definitively.
He has the kid that shines his shoes.
He
does. That count as the detective?
Including the I mean there are. Right. Okay. Where is his first appearance? So Police Squad episode 1, and that is going to be 1982. Older than Poirot. 1982. Okay. Okay, so genius, morality, sidekick, style, and wit. So are we saying a 10 for wit? So we're saying he's comparable to Frank Burley?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think there are special cases where, like, you just have to acknowledge how well something is put together.
He is a cop, and also he's an idiot. So
yeah, I think morality is going to be low.
Morality is low. I don't think he even understands the law.
I mean, like,
Yeah, exactly.
could he be our first double zeros?
yeah. Could it be? Could it be 0 for genius and 0 for morality? I think he does try to do the right thing with morality.
If Sergeant Trotter double zeros.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Baldy's quite rightly pointed out he killed 5 actors.
Style is also probably low.
Yeah, because
I mean,
he's
like,
just
he's not badly dressed, I don't think.
no, and he's sort of like Leslie Nielsen has a look about. Leslie Nielsen has a definitive look, but that's different.
Yeah.
Frank Drebin is just a. Yeah, good point, Josie. He has perpetrated transphobia. I think a 0 for morality is fair.
I think Harry is also suggested that because OJ.
Could be a 000, yeah. Yeah.
And also, I hate to say it, it is very Frank Drebin to be treble 0.
Yeah, I'd say Ed Hocken is the main sidekick, but I also Josie, I can't argue that it's funny to give him 3 zeros. 3 zeros and a 10. He is stylish enough. I mean, I'm happy to give him like a 58 for style, no, like a 5.
A 5 or a 6?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
If we're thinking the Halloween costume factor.
You could go
as
Leslie. You could go as Frank Drebin.
Yeah, I think the hair
hair,
like his, really sells it.
Yeah.
I think you're right though, Pete. I think you would go as Leslie Nielsen and not this guy.
Yeah, that's right. Would they say you're Frank Drebin?
Yeah.
I mean, not a Halloween party I was at, but maybe at some. A detective's Halloween party.
Just to, there are some questions about the list. So there is a list that Pete and Dr. Plen have put together of detectives to rate, just that the whole list is not viewable.
Although that list isn't particularly definitive. This list we've got so far are the things people have asked to have on the list.
Yeah, so donate if I would say to donate if you want us to prioritize someone, or if you believe in your heart that that they're not already on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if they're very important to you, because
yeah.
Brad Santa's got a good point, but she's got me knocking this down to a 5. People would come up to you and ask if you were Dave Spikey.
All right. 000
Jerry St.
5
Clair.
head. What a card.
that's good. A glass cannon.
That's good. That is good.
He can't be the bumbling detective because Inspector Gadget is already the bumbling detective.
What's another word for? Okay, give me another word. Give me another word. I'm sorry, I'm talking to ChatGPT.
Harry says goofy.
Silly. It's giving me silly. I like silly.
Silly is good. Incompetent is also good.
I'm happy for silly. Because I'd say he's silly rather than incompetent because he's not that he's a bad policeman. It's that he's a silly guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how are we doing? Detective logic. Okay, it's Catbox PI.
Everyone's favourite.
Shall I ask Chatbox? Chatbox GPT?
Probably not.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to write. Catbox, if you're still here, can you write a 1-sentence explanation about yourself? Or can somebody who watched Molecraft write an explanation about who Catbox PI is, just so we can put it on the card?
I'm gonna see what ChatGPT does.
They're not gonna say anything novel.
Hang on, everyone.
About nothing.
Something terrible's happened.
At once.
Something bad's happened.
Yeah, Blocky is good.
Something bad's happened.
Blocky is good. Oh no, someone's fifth the stream.
You're safe. You're in the safest place. You're the only people that can't hear me singing the Green Day song.
Sometimes I give myself
Pete, when you did that stream, I was in the worst of my spine injury. All my back muscles were seized up. I could barely move. I was laughing so hard. I was in pain.
Am I just paranoid?
Because every time I laugh, my back would spasm.
This feels like another bad point for the stream.
Baldy3 has messaged the stream with £10.
And then
These are all very
like an
important
idiot,
to
I
me.
went back and
Jessica
watched it the
Fletcher,
next day
Mark Sloan,
and laughed
Mark the
again
Bank.
and really hurt myself again.
Okay, yeah. those are good picks, Baldy. Thank you for mega fizzing the stream. Okay, lovely. No, right. So has ChatGPT been able to summarize? I'm not aware of a character named Catbox PI from Warcraft or any other widely recognized context, so I can't provide a summary.
Okay.
This is Erasure. This is Catbox Erasure.
Catbox is here.
Catbox is here.
Okay, Catbox, I'm ready to take notes.
Okay. Catbox PI was a well-meaning detective I played in Warcraft, whose one case was to attempt to solve the disappearance of a pet polar bear called Captain Barnacles.
That's right, yeah.
I believe it took us about 20 episodes because Sean kept getting off track.
Yeah.
He was also tasked with breaking up the Union a lot for reasons that I don't really understand. He didn't do a very good job of that.
I don't think he did any union busting. I think.
But if he was gainfully employed in
Yeah,
union
that
busting,
lowers
that's
his morality for me.
that lowers
I
his
don't-
morality.
I don't think he got any
He
pay
did
at
not.
all.
Yeah,
Just because he's incompetent, though.
I think Sean just tried to set him on the Union when the Union didn't do what he wanted.
Yeah.
Like the Pinkerton.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
where
that
Catbox
is
PI is
exactly
going
what
to
it
score
is.
lowly. It's Sidekick. Sidekick tried to hire him for union busting. Sidekick
Yeah.
didn't want to solve
Yeah.
the case.
Do you know what? This might be the first negative sidekick.
Oh my days. Eventually, Catbox PI became the captain of an ark, a golden ark, which sailed to the moon,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that was the end of his story arc.
Okay. I'll edit that when we're off the stream, but that's enough for me to put on the card.
How would you rank Catbox's genius, morality, psychic style, and wit? Catbox, if you were asked.
I would say I played him as a very well-meaning but quite bumbling detective. He kind of had like a 1920s, 1930s style.
I think he had a strong sense of style.
His catchphrase is "What a scoop," or sorry,
A phrase
the
more recognizable with journalists than detectives.
The full phrase was "Hot tamale, what a scoop," I believe.
Yeah, need a life, I'd say, was also a catchphrase.
And yeah, a neat life old sport, which was in itself a Gatsby reference.
Yeah, I'm hoping to give him a 10 for style.
But he wasn't particularly effective. He tried to use the Socratic method quite a lot to get Sean on task.
Yeah,
and failed.
But failed, yeah.
But we did find Captain Barnacles eventually. It was a cult.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, although breaking the kayfabe of Warcraft, it was also a character wearing Catbox PI's skin who did a lot of the cult's design, building.
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, if anyone doesn't want spoilers for Warcraft,
no, that's not a spoiler. That's behind the scenes.
A series of streams from several years ago that I'm not sure still exist in full.
Yeah, they do. They're on Sean's YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, well, fine. Yeah,
I'll give Sean
don't worry about it. So no one knows who Squiddy was.
Yeah.
This is why I was concerned about the Count Olaf precedent. Is that I would necessarily become rated as a detective in this, which wasn't the donation.
I think the character Catbox PI they were fairly clever and they had fairly high morality. But ultimately, because they were like hamstrung by having to have Sean solve the case because he was the person streaming, we can't give them a very high genius score.
No.
Because
But I
mostly
think-
they had to stand there and say, "Oh, what's that over there?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say Catbox, everybody's friend, is safe here.
Oh yeah,
That hidden behind the pretense that he was just playing a character. In the same way that
Yes.
Peter Weller should not be upset that RoboCop has been given zero morality. If you're watching, Peter.
Oh yeah. Don't take it too personal, Pete.
if I could give Catbox points, I'd give Catbox, 10s across the board.
Although
but-
if we are giving him -10 for Sidekick, that does directly reflect badly on somebody else.
Yeah, I think that's unkind. I think we should give a 1 for Sidekick.
Yeah.
-1.
Maybe even a 2. No, I think maybe a 2, because Sean did try and help.
And there were some other helpful members of the community. Okay, yeah, I'm happy. That's fine. Was Catbox? Would you say Catbox PI was a witty character?
He was a quippy character, right?
Loved a quip,
Yes.
loved a
Yeah.
quip.
He said quips.
He said quips.
He said quips, and then he again spent a lot of time directing Sean.
Yeah. So I would say maybe his wit was a 9.
I'm
Nine for
happy
wit.
with that.
Yeah. Can you see the spreadsheet? Oh, what you mean? You mean have an accessible link? Yes, after the stream, I will do that.
Yeah, it's just big-
Oh no!
big
You
Catbox
mean that
isn't the way.
Catbox is just massive? Sorry, I was giving Catbox big billing.
Oh, nice. What am I as well? I forget what my Fugi tech is at the moment.
It's just you
It's a
and a
guy.
big sign that says "Good night,
It's
everyone."
a guy holding a sign that says
Oh.
"Good night, everyone," and you're quite big. Oh, and you've gone up. You've just gone up.
You are very big. Oh.
All I ever wanted. Big on stream.
There we go. Yeah, big stream of
Okay.
Catbox. Can we? You have given
Okay.
Catbox a shout out. Thank you.
Morality.
Morality is tough.
It's a union buster.
Morality.
The union
would-
busting is
A union busting
tricky
cop.
point.
Oh no, you're a
Again-
private investigator. You weren't a cop.
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no, he
not-
was.
Explicitly not a cop because I did originally play a policeman who Sean immediately murdered in the trial scene while saying, "Whom did I murder?
Yeah, whom
Let the
did I
murders
murder?
come
Yeah.
forth." So, to stop Sean murdering me, I decided that the second character would have to be a private investigator. Despite this, he was intended to use. Sean did try to use him as the legitimate outcropping of violence from society.
Yeah. I think
But-
maybe his morality is like a 7. Because
I
he would.
It's high.
No, go ahead.
I would say that Catbox PI, I'm incapable of playing a nasty character. I tried to be a nasty uncle and failed.
Okay.
And ended up telling Sean that I loved him and was proud of him. I think I because the nature of Catbox PI, he was like an NPC, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just trying to help Sean complete the story. And I think if you're 100% helpful, you don't do anything to hinder anyone else. That's got to be
moral,
like
that's
quite
moral.
high.
And he did save him in a boat a couple of times.
And I
Yeah.
did save him in a boat,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll bump it up to an 8, I reckon.
Yeah.
But
Wow, okay. Next time you're lost at sea, Pete. I'll bear that 8 in mind.
you've got a 9 and a 10.
That's a good score.
That's good. That's 8 out of 10. That's more moral than Poirot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good score.
That's
you can't
one
get
less
10 in
than
everything.
Batman. You can't be. Are you genuinely saying to me, Catbox, that you think that Catbox PA was as moral as Batman, as played by Adam West?
I think. Well, okay. Well, I've never attempted any extra legal activities as Catbox PI. I just investigated things.
You're more moral than Osmosis Jones.
All
If
right, I'll
you're a
take that.
PI, are you not an extra legal force?
Well, he just investigates stuff. He didn't have a Catbox jail.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like how would I enforce it? I did have a police sword actually.
Oh, well, there you
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
Take it back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Eight is more than fair, I think.
Yeah, but to be fair, the police sword was for self-defense from Sean.
I think it's correct. And I think maybe an 8 for genius is good. In
Yeah,
that,
I'd
like,
Yeah.
8-15.
Oh no,
we
I'm
can't
happy with.
we can't give you the full 10, but you
I'm-
did
I'm-
steer Sean to solve the
Yeah,
case,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is
I'm very happy with my GCSE scores. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Catbox.
That's all I can remember about Catbox PI.
That's lovely. That's perfect.
Go back to bed.
good
Good
night,
night, everyone.
Thank you, Catbox. TYCB in the chat,
Catbox.
please. And we already gave Catbox a shout out, didn't we? Lovely.
Otafki, the thing is, Sean did ultimately solve the crime, and we gave Columbo a 1 because he had
The
a dog.
Yeah. And there were occasionally he was assisted by other members of the community. So I think that's worth something.
Yeah.
I think 2 is fair. I'm happy with that. 872, 10, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean is at least
That's
equal to
good.
2 dogs, right?
Yeah. And they're pulling on, like, the leads in different directions.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not necessarily 2 helpful dogs, but I think that's fair. Okay, we've had a lot of stuff come in. I don't know that we're necessarily going to get through them all tonight because it's already gone 11. But the ones that we've got donations to will definitely be included in the deck. We'll definitely do them next stream.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to do Simon
Yeah.
as the last one? Because I think that will be a quick one.
I think that's good. This is deep lore. Oh, for
Yes, we remind the crowds who Simon is.
yeah. Can you?
Yeah.
I think this is one for Dr. Blem.
Oh. Yeah, over the summer I was streaming a BBC show from 2017 called Armchair Detectives, which featured a studio audience that had 3 people from the audience of like 20 of them selected every time, and they got to sit in armchairs on a stage and watch a fake like procedural crime show a la Midsummer Murders, Vera, etc. And they had to try and solve the crime along with each other, and they got a little golden magnifying glass if they were correct. And Simon was one of those members of the studio audience. I think he's great. He was very funny. Had a very snazzy waistcoat on that had like music notes on it. It was very bright. He did solve the crime, which I think is important. And also, King of Time, it turns out, knows him in real life, which was embarrassing for us, but ultimately fine. We loved him.
Sorry, I was just updating the spreadsheet. I did not know who Monk. I know who Monk is actually. I don't know the bunk, but I will learn about the bunk in the future. Right. Okay. So we're happy with a 10 for style.
Yeah.
Hey, the Rasta Mouse.
I'm just copying what people have asked for. I don't even know who that was.
Oh, detective. Rasta Mouse is a cartoon mouse who possibly solves a mystery in one episode.
Oh, the Reggie Yates character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we can talk.
If someone donated for it, yeah, but if someone just asked for it.
No, this was these. I'm just copying and pasting for the donations.
Oh well, if it's a donation, then I guess you know.
Does he solve a crime in an episode? Is that?
I think they're always doing crime solving, aren't they?
Are they? I've not seen that much Rasta
Yeah, I
Mouse, I'm
think
afraid.
so. I think they are always solving crimes.
Sorry,
I stand corrected.
Can I just, if anyone's trying to avoid any spoilers for Rasta Mouse, we're not going to talk about it in detail here, but do just be aware that could happen. Right, 2017 for Armchair Detectives.
Yeah. All right, Simon's notes. That's fine.
Okay, lovely.
And maybe his one word we could ask King of Time for.
Actually, we know his one word.
Yeah?
We know his one word.
Oh, it is wacky. Yeah, that's
It is
true.
wacky.
Self-identifies as wacky, right?
Yeah, he does
There we go.
self-identify
King of
as
Time's in
wacky.
there.
And he is wacky.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, I think we know he did solve the crime, but he didn't get it immediately, so he can't be a 10 in Genius.
No, he's not. Well, look, we gave Poirot a 9.
Yeah. I think that was maybe underplayed
Yeah.
considering this.
Benoit Blanc is an 8.
I think we should bump, while we're talking about it, I think we should bump Poirot up to a 10
You
in
think Poirot
Genius.
is a 10 genius, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the point of Poirot.
Yeah, okay.
I think maybe Simon, we've obviously only seen one episode where he played the game. So I don't know what his win rate was like in the end. So I give him like a 7.
Okay, yeah, we can always get. Yeah, I think that's good. Now his sidekicks are tricky, right? Because that will change on an episode by episode basis.
But sometimes it's Susan Calman,
Yeah, Susan
and that's
Calman's
a very
good.
that's a high quality sidekick.
Yeah, absolutely.
But sometimes so in terms of, I think Susan Calman, that maybe nets him 4 points.
Yeah, bear in mind.
And then I think the others like even themselves out. Sometimes they're actively annoying.
Yeah, so I would say it's almost a level 5, right? Because it can be better, it can be worse. So I think a 5 is fair.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Now, is Simon moral or witty?
He's quite witty. I think that's why we liked him so much.
Yeah.
Was he was occasionally doing a quip, but I don't think he was like jokey. So maybe this is like a 6.
Yeah.
6 would put him level with Osmosis Jones and Vera, which I think is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
Yep. Morale, let's see. You have to remember everything he said, and I can't really. Okay, King of Time thinks he has good morals.
Yeah.
And that's,
I don't see why
that's coming from personal knowledge.
Yeah.
He did go on a show where you aspire to be a cop.
Yeah.
But I think
or
he
a
did
private investigator.
Yeah. Or just TV time.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah, I think maybe let's give this like an 8.
Yeah, I think he's a moral guy. He's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to solve a murder. He's trying to clean up piss cop's mess. I think that's fair.
You know, I think for it to be a 10, we would need to like have clear evidence of him.
Yeah, and also
being incredibly moral.
he's never actually solved a crime, right? He's just
No.
So that actually thinking about it, he's the only person on the list who's never actually solved a crime. He's just worked out how a crime that had already been solved was solved.
Yeah. Okay, well maybe it's a 7. But he did find the answer.
Thank you, time for confirming. He's never solved a crime. He did find the answer, yeah. No, but that's
what if we went by your crime-solving rules?
What are my rules? Oh.
How much maths do you think he's done in his life?
How many games of Madden do you think he's won?
Yeah.
Is each completed tour a crime solved?
I think let's put it back up to an 8, and that seems
okay. That's fair. Yeah, each completed tour is a crime solved.
Yeah.
All right, happy with that?
Stuff.
7 for genius, 8 for morality, 5 for psychic, 10 for style, 6 for wit.
Yeah.
Look at all these detectives we've ranked.
I think we've made some progress. We've got enough for a solid top trumps deck, and there's still more to come.
16 is that's a sad game of.
Oh yeah, no, it wouldn't be a good game, but
yeah, okay.
It's lots done. We will work on the actual cards off stream as well. I think when we Dr. Plum.
Yes, yeah, I will.
Okay. I've been elbowed out. yeah. Dr.
Sorry,
Plum,
you can help.
Well, no, I just assumed as it was my stream, I wouldn't make you do all the labour.
No, that's fine. I don't mind doing it.
Okay.
I'll enjoy doing it even.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah, this has been so great.
I think
thanks for having us.
We'll do this probably next Tuesday, if that's if that works out with everyone.
Halloween, isn't it?
This stream has legs. I hereby commission a full 26 episode season.
God damn.
But it'd have to fit next month's theme.
Well, we don't know what November theme is.
Well, no, I don't know what the November theme is, and November's next week. Cardvember. top.
Uh,
Well, we can think about this.
Right, November, but it's KNOV.
Oh, that's
About-
good.
Talk about knowledge.
I like that. That's good. Continue-vember. I have enjoyed, to be honest, I was talking about this the other day. I think I've really enjoyed this month, but it's sort of been a shame that I've been ill for almost the whole month. Still streaming every day for some reason, but
God.
not fully able. I think I've got COVID, but it's fine. But it's a shame.
Drop that in. Jeez.
I dropped it into my birth. That's what my dad got me for my birthday.
What?
The coronavirus.
Oh, lovely.
He put his full head in a casserole like Annette.
You could make November October too. The
Why do you think I
sequel.
didn't ask his opinion of Foro?
Okay, let me pitch. Okay. Sherlockvember 2, Game of Shadows.
That's good. I've not even played the Sherlock game yet.
No, that's the name of the sequel Guy Ritchie film, I think.
Oh, it is. You're
Yeah,
right.
it is.
Yeah, I never watched that one because I saw the first one.
It's the one where they decide to do. Wait, is the second one that has Reichenbach Falls or the first one?
I think it might be the second one. The second one has a really horrible meat hook scene in.
Yeah, and then they kill Irene Adler because I don't know, they just needed something to do. I saw
Yeah.
it in cinemas, but I saw it in French and I fell asleep.
Yes, I've also fallen asleep to that film more than once.
Mo Plember is good, but I don't want to put Dr. Plum under pressure. Oh, we're running out of time. Stream has to end.
Oh, Happy New Year,
God.
everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, but I don't want to put Dr. Plum under pressure to keep appearing on my streams, particularly when Dr. Plum maybe have their own things going on in November.
It's true. I don't mind saying I'm going on jury service.
Yeah, you've got your own crimes to solve.
Ooh.
Big times.
Put that on the chalkboard.
Put Dr. Plum on the list of detectives.
Oh yeah, do we get 16 crimes solved?
Yeah. If these had been riddles, you'd have got 16 riddles.
Yeah. I thank you for giving a follow to shout out to Dr. Plum. What's 66 add 16? And then add 17 for working that out. 82. Is that right?
I'm glad someone in the conversation could do
Joseph
mental
says
math.
only 81.
Oh yeah,
because-
no, I was giving myself an extra one for working out the maths.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, 81 is fine. It's a lot. There's a lot of crime solved. I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame how inconsistently we've defined a crime this month.
Yeah.
We can't really boast or make any claims about that number whatsoever, because they do include, as you said, quite basic maths problems, winning a game of Madden, NFL.
I think that's hard.
Um,
I couldn't win a game of Madden NFL.
Yeah, I
you
can.
could if you were playing me. That is,
I don't know.
Josie makes a very good point that the law is equally as inconsistent in defining what a crime is. I don't know if that's quite true, Honda.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Right. Let's pop back out of here. Can we get it up to 82? What does that even mean, Harry? I've got no more crimes. I'm not playing Madden now. I'll be playing Madden tomorrow. Probably,
At what time?
Probably 5 p.m. I would imagine. I have to check with Colombo.
Of course.
I've
Big stuff.
never done Myrtle.
Oh, well, you might need to do Myrtle before next week's stream, because Deductive Logico he's the detective from Myrtle, right? So you'll need to know who he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will start doing Myrtle before next week.
Yeah.
You could do the actual Wordle for today. Would that count as a crime? A word crime?
Yeah.
Not done today's Wordle. Have I done today's New York Times connections? Hang on, let's do today's Wordle. Let's do it as a team.
Oh,
Okay.
I've already done it today, so I'll sit this one out.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I will watch you two do it.
Fine. Okay, let's shrink the blackboard. Let's right. You can pick a starting word, Dr. Plum.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Um,
I'm going to hide the spreadsheet. Look at that animation. That's pleasing. Yeah, peer pressure to do a Wordle. Is that happening to Ninja? Yeah, crime is good. Crime is good. Crime is
crime
good.
is good.
Oh, I've got an input. I don't think I've ever done it on desktop before. Has anyone ever played Wordle on desktop? Oh, imagine if that was the word. Okay, we've got C and E. We've got beginning and end. That's a good starting word. So do you?
That is
What's
good.
your strategy? I've not done Wordle for ages. What would your strategy be, Dr. Plum? Would you try and guess it, or would you go for an elimination word?
I would try and do a bit of both. Like, I would try and get rid of some more vowels, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like.
It's not a word.
If you're putting CA, it's going to have to be you.
Yeah. Yeah, CAU. CAU is good.
Oh, let's put cough in for
Well,
your COVID.
It could be cause.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cough's good. Cough's good. But I've not been coughing that much actually.
Cause is also a crime word.
Oh, but cough can't be right, can it? So we may as well make it bow.
Oh. Well, we may as well use cause in that case.
Cause? Oh yeah, okay, cause.
Sorry, I'm lagged. I'm watching on the stream.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's okay.
Okay, cause. Is it going to be cause? Oh, we've
got it in 2.
Crime solved.
Crime solved.
Crime solved. Nice one. And make that 82 crimes.
It is.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a good bedtime end of the stream.
What a stream.
I've had a lovely time. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
no
thanks
problem.
for having
Thank you
us.
for doing it. TYDP, TYBDE. Oh yeah, good point, Josie. Oh yeah, but Josie, there's only 40 minutes of that Wordle left, right? If you're going to spoiler a Wordle, that's the time to do it. Oh, we did. Dr. Plum had a shout out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Fine. I always do this wrong. I've forgotten how to do basic streaming. Oh. There we go.
Thank you. Everyone, please follow me. I promise to never stream ever.
What I'd love to do is because the two of the people I do streams with fairly regularly. I do streams with Bird. I do streams with Bread Santa. It'd be good to keep giving you shares and see who gets the most followers.
I don't think I will ever stream as an individual, but I do love haunting other people's streams.
Oh, Bread Santa's not going to stream either, so that's fine.
But to have streamed, how dare you?
Bread Santa did one stream to ruin my stream.
It was funny.
I didn't say it wasn't funny. If the Bread Santa's already following Bad, that's great. Okay, who are we? Let's do a raid. Who is on and doing a stream? Oh, I know who we can stream. You feel soiled? I'm sorry, Josie. I'm sorry for exploiting your stream for my own games. Oh no, I'm doing a shout. I need to do a raid. Let's raid. Because I was flattered to be raided by another Pete, whatever day that was, Sunday. Let's repay that by raiding a different Pete. Right, thanks everyone. This was fun. Yeah, I'll be back with Columbo tomorrow. I'd like to do another Columbo. I'd like to watch another Columbo at some point as well. I enjoyed watching Columbo. Thought that was good.
Yeah, I believe the one with Leonard Nimoy is on YouTube.
Yeah, do you know what, Bird? I downloaded it.
Oh, well, there you go.
when you recommend it. I have that one, and I have whatever the other one was you said was good.
Oh, the one with John Cassavetes.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, where he's a
Oh,
conductor.
yes,
So I've got those.
that's a good one.
So maybe at some point we'll pop up and do another Columbo watch along.
Right. Good night, everybody.
Right, good night,
I'm off
everyone.
to bed.
Yes. So I. Well, we might do, Josie. Maybe even. Well, maybe not tomorrow. Well, maybe if maybe after one of like Sean or King of Time streams, if they finish sort of early enough to get it in, we could maybe do a late night Columbo watch along. That might be fun.
Good night and goodbye.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. Good night. Let's do the raid. Okay. I'm waiting for the raid to go. I don't think I said crime is good. Well, I think I did say that, but I think on the whole, crime is bad. That's my moral. Right. Bye, everyone. Let's go say hello to Dino Pete. And bye to anyone watching the VOD as well. Goodbye.